Hello once again, everyone, and welcome back once more, Baldur's Gate 2, where we are dealing with an excessive quantity of bowl spawn, both here in the city of Saradush, I believe it was, and elsewhere. Let's actually see. Oh, new world map. I have not looked at this before. Yeah, we can see the location we can in. It is Saradush. You can see Watcher's Keep up in the corner, which hopefully I'll be able to get access to at some point. I knew that was added as part of this DLC, so I was pretty sure you'll be able to access it. Because we'll still be able to access Watcher's Keep, I was kind of expecting us to still be on the same map. But no, we are on a completely different one. We're down to the south where we were. You can see the screen shaking in the background, and the shots coming in. It looks like deserts down to the south, some big old marsh, it looks like, over here to the east of us. We'll have things to look forward to and examine. Yeah, we gathered up. We are ready to explore this new city, reorient ourselves.
Hi!
Very first things first, though. When I left off, I had... there's the door hidden down here. Just gone and stuck Harp's Call on Jaheira, because I believe we picked up a little quest out here.
Sure thing.
To help out a kid whose father had been killed during the siege. I think you were supposed to be dead, sir. That was a corpse lying on the ground here next to the kid. You can see I can't select him at the moment. Explosions.
Nature's servant awake. It is done.
So,
hello.
Did you hear it? You should have Harper's Call now.
No problem.
I can't wake him up no matter what. Can't help you, perhaps a cleric in my party could. Get them to help me. Okay, you need to speak to them, Jaheira. I hope Harper's Call works for this. Here we go, yes. If I speak with Jaheira, new dialogue option. I might be able to help you with a spell. Let's see. Well done, Jaheira. What just happened? I felt myself hovering over my own body. Something was pulling me away to a distant place. I fought against it. I couldn't leave Tazit alone. And then suddenly, I felt myself being drawn back into my body. You're alive and well now, that's all that matters. I'm just glad I could help. You raised me? But such spells are so expensive. Never in my life could I have afforded to be raised. I feel unworthy of your attention, my lord, but I thank you nonetheless. Reputation up? But you are a Balspawn. I thought all Balspawn were the very incarnation of evil and death. I see now I was wrong. My name is Fezak. I must apologize, my lord. I fear I've judged you and your kind unfairly. I've no reward to give you but my thanks and prayers. You are truly a great force for good in the realms, my lord. Perhaps you will yet save Saradush.
This is hardly what I expected. If this continues, I see little point in my remaining with your crew. We are a poor match.
What's up?
You better not split from the party, Seraphalk. I was quite excited to have you in here. 18 reputation. We'll just see what happens if it keeps going higher.
Yep.
I'm not going to avoid doing good things, just to try and keep my reputation low. If it comes to it, maybe I could just do the punching shopkeeper's trick again to try and keep my reputation down.
You betcha.
Now that out of the way,
Need something?
back to the tavern, because I kind of just poked my head in here to rest to get that spell. I did not really talk to many people in here. Because there's a couple of named people. Generically named waitress, generically named peasant.
Okay.
We spoke to the bartender. Lousy weather, lousy life, lousy kids, lousy wife. Viking.
Hi, friend.
Ah, my brother. I should have expected it all to end like this. No brother of yours? Who are you? Another of Gromnir's Balspawn followers, I presume. Viking, didn't I run into you in trade meet? Did I? The name is not immediately familiar. So it might have been someone I could have met, and there just isn't a flag to guarantee. So, if you are calling me brother, presumably you're on the Ballspawn, so who are you? Another of Grumnir's Ballspawn followers, I presume. I am Viking, child of Ball. I assure you I am no follower of Grumnir's. If I could, I would leave this place. Alas, my ability to jump has long since vanished. To jump? The curse of my Ball-tainted blood. Whenever I'm afraid, I suddenly be teleported to a completely new part of the world. Most disruptive, especially while I was being hunted. Hunted by whom? The other Ballspawn, of course. Yagashura, for one. Others, whenever I tried to build a life, the hunters would show up, and poof, I'd jump. Or teleport, if you rather. Not a very comfortable thing to deal with. Oh, are you the man who exploded in Trade Meet? Was that you teleporting? I thought you detonated and I never figured out what that was about, but no, you teleport in a pillar of fire. Is that it? Yeah, you said you lost your ability to jump, so how come you haven't jumped out of Saradush? Kind of ironic, actually. I ran into Melisande during my travels. She helped me, as she tries to help all the Ballspawn. She helped me to cure myself, so my fear wouldn't make me jump anymore. At first, it was a great relief. Knowing you can be snatched away without any warning is a little upsetting. But now, trapped here, I pray every day that my curse will manifest itself again. That's interesting. No indication of how she helped cure it. You don't really get the chance to ask directly, so you must resent Melisande for putting you in this situation. Melisande was only trying to help me, with the best of intentions, though obviously events are not working out as we all had hoped. See, I appreciate your time, but should we go and talk to her? I may be able to provide a happy ending to this remarkable story if you told me how to find Grumnir. Yeah, do you have any information, sir? Can't imagine why you would want to meet with Grumnir. He's rather unstable. Paranoid, even. It isn't hard to find. It's in the throne room in the castle, or so I hear. That's all I can tell you. Getting into the castle is the problem, however. Yes, we did see these elves and dwarves arguing up here. You're all a bunch of pansy forest runners. Trying to argue, we're all here together. Someone named Tepid is attacking a rat. Is successfully killing rats. Why don't you go back to your forest hide-in places? Trying to argue, we're all here together. Yeah, this is kind of cycling through dialogue. Let's see what happens if I interact with one of them. We try being polite, but all those dwarves do is insult us. Too bad Grumnir's men are all locked up all the town's sewer grates. The sewers were still open, the dwarves would shuffle around those underground stinky tunnels where they belong, and leave us fair folk alone.
Something on your mind?
We used to have to rely on the dwarves when we needed help. That was long ago. Now they treat us as bad as the humans do. Yes, we heard a rumor about the tunnels. They've been shut up to... I'm trying to think. Was it... I'm pretty sure it was to prevent... I think we might have had a couple of rumors. I think there was something about, like, ways to the mainland the invaders would try and access the tunnel by... And so they shut the sewers, try and stop them doing that. I think someone might have mentioned rumors of monsters in the sewers. Though I might be conflating that with something just referring to Athkatla. Because there were definitely monsters in those sewers, and we heard some rumors about that there.
Something on your mind?
Them tree huggers really tangle my beard. Like to take them all, bury them somewhere they'd never be found. Oh, there used to be some underground prison here they boarded up for some reason. Maybe they could reopen the place, stash these elves in there. Yeah, we're getting a few hints directing us to go underground. Grumnir has gone insane. He can no longer protect us.
Something on your mind?
Bloody elves smell like leaves all the time. What I hear, this whole mess is their fault. The Holmos startled, and the point is, and Soldanesalar nearly let the Tree of Life get destroyed. I blame them for my current state. So they're just arguing back and forth. Now, Pelche, you are another name person. I'm not insane, I'm not. Excuse me? Nobody believes me, why would they? All that's been going on in Saradush, why even think about the fact there are monsters amongst us, preying on us? Well, slow down, what are you talking about? You're right, I'm babbling, aren't I? It's just I know they're searching for me. They know that I know about them. Nights aren't safe for me, I can't even flee the city. Know about who? The vampires. The courtesans, some of them anyway. They started disappearing after the siege began. No one knows where they went. Then they started to reappear. Changed. Nobody noticed because of the siege, but it's true. Moved down into the old prison, which is down in the sewers, which I just heard. Valera's there, I swear. And they come into this bar at night to feed on the customers. No idea how many are down there now. I mean, people die every day here. What's a few more? Taken down to the prison myself, but I got away. And now they hunt for me. I know I sound crazy, no one wants to listen to me, but it's true. I'm a dead man. Okay, yeah, so there's some vampires taking advantage of the siege to feed more openly. What are you going to do about it? I could protect you. I'm not scared of vampires. Once you get down to this prison, I'm here to the bar to feed. What are you... And that's true. If they do come here to the bar to feed, then what are you doing here? I don't know. You're right. What am I doing here? Why'd I come back? I've got to get away. I've got to get away. Summoners, the boots of the cheetah are equipped. Rat. Speak to rat. Cannot speak to rat. Tragic. You know, let's talk about vampires. Just give me a thought. Okay. Minsk's favored ranger enemy is still vampires. In this campaign. Okay. Because that swapped moving from Baldur's Gate 1 to Baldur's Gate 2 because it was originally Gnolls. I was not certain if it would have swapped again going to Throne of Bal, but it has not.
Goes, evil stands aside.
Hi. Sure thing.
Can I access that corner somehow? No, that is just off limits. Then who else is up here? A drunk. Yerogam Aelson. And Hecton.
I need some ale.
I need some ale.
I trust all is well.
Yerogam Aelson at your service. Hope we have what you need. A stiff drink, perhaps? Dark times call for dark ale. Am I right, my lord? Okay, lots of questions I can ask you. Not too many friendly faces in this town, are there? Saradush was a nice place not too long ago. Then the Bal spawn started showing up. Gromnir took over, and now we're under siege. Can't blame folks if they've taken a dislike to strangers. Still, life and business goes on. For a while. All the man can do is carry on and hope for the best. That's my philosophy. Anything else I can have you with? Is there any way to get out of this town, or are we all trapped here? Think I'd still be here running my business if I knew a way out? Not even the mages can escape this place, or so I've heard. Still, life and business go on for a while, yeah. What can you tell me about Gromnir Ilkhan? Bah, I should spit in disgust every time I hear his name, but he's not worth the effort. Gromnir Ilkhan's nothing but a bully. Cruel, cowardly little despot. It's bad enough around here with all these refugees showing up these past few months. At least they didn't bother nobody. Gromnir is a different story. First, his troops ran off Count Centel. Then they started terrorizing the townfolk. Next thing you know, we're caught between a tyrant we hate and an army outside our walls that wants to kill us all just to get at him. Can you tell me anything about a woman named Melisande? Melisande? Wish I'd never heard her name. Nothing against her as a person, you understand. She's a fine woman, always looking to help out the less fortunate. But that's the problem, see? She brought these Bolspawn to Saradush to try and protect him. Now the whole town is doomed. Good intentions, bad results. Do you know any way I might be able to get into the castle to speak with Grumnir? I don't know why I would want to go to meet with Grumnir Ilkhan. Most of us do our best to avoid him and his troops. But I might just be able to help you out in this matter. For a fee. Isn't the fact that I'm here to help Saradush enough for you? Goes against my basic nature. I guess you make a good point. Okay, listen up and I'll tell you a little story. There's an old abandoned jail in the city where Count Centel would imprison his political enemies. Rumor holds was a secret passage from the jail into the castle. The jail never got much use, and nobody bothered to look after it. Eventually, it became overrun with undead, and the Count secretly asked Sister Faril of the temple to seal the entrance. How do you know all this? Sister Faril and I have a very close relationship, if you get my drift. Talk to her, she might give you key to the sealed door in the jail, seeing as how we're all doomed anyway. Okay, yeah, and that'll be through the vampires in the sewers. All coming together. And I can ask what services you have. Excellent. Please see the bartender for list of our services, items for sale. Okay, yeah, you're just the owner here, and you direct me to the bartender. Now, heck then. Good day to you, sir. Strangers are a rare sight in Saradush these days. Do you know anything about Melisan? Dream, my lord, I know nothing of that. Do you know how I could get into Grumnir's castle? Sure you, my lord, I know nothing of that. Okay, you'll be relevant to something else later. Volo.
Yes, a tab. Another ale, young miss. I'll be sure to have your funds ready.
You champ here eventually. Volo Thamp Gadam, I said to myself. Rest assured, wherever history is being made, Ren and his companions are close at hand. Volo, I believe you are the man who writes the, instruction manual guides, the point of view character. That kind of material, I don't know what you'll call it, extra diegetic material? I think I might have met you in Baldur's Gate 1. Maybe. I definitely know you from the manual. Let's just ask, who are you? Do I know you? Come now. Surely you know that wherever history is being made, I, Volo, will be there to chronicle events. You don't become the most famous historian on Faerun without finding yourself right in the thick of things. Of course, this time it's a little closer than I normally like to get. Don't worry about me. I always find a way to get out of these tight situations. And I do have time for this right now, so what can I do for you, Volo? Oh no, Ren. The question is, what can I do for you? The answer, of course, is immortalize you and your companions in my historical records. Here's a little preview of what I've got so far. Raised as a child in the cloistered confines of Candlekeep, Bren emerged from these humble beginnings to become one of the most powerful mortals to ever set foot upon the face of Toril. Saving the city of Baldur's Gate, defeating the Mad Mage John Irenicus, preserving the Tree of Life. Such heroic accomplishments are mere footnotes in the epic tale of Ren, greatest of the children of Baal. That's just a small taste of my entry on your exploits. Of course, the ending is not complete, and this is still first draft. You get the idea. And that's not all. If you care to listen, I can give you a small preview of what I'm going to say about those people who have the glory of adventuring with you. Why do I want to hear about them? Let's hear some more about me. No, sure, let's hear what you've got. Which of your companions would you like to hear about right now? Yeah, I know, go from the top down to the bottom, so tell me about Nira. As wild as her own magic, the half-elf Nira's relationship with Ren cannot help but be a stormy run, though ultimately it shall prove satisfying for both them and my readers. Sounds like a happy ending to me. I'll take it. Story doesn't end there, though. You and Ren have many enemies and many adventures ahead of you. Great. Something to look forward to. Imoen. From an anonymous childhood in the monastery at Candlekeep, Imoen stepped forth, a young woman with the blood of an immortal in her veins and the power of an archmage at her command. Ooh, an archmage. I like the sound of that. But you forgot beautiful. All the sorceresses in Winthrop's books were beautiful and terrible. Watch, see? See how I flip my hair and glare at you. Don't I look evil? Tell me about Jaheira. Jaheira combines the talents of her warrior training and her druid beliefs, making her one of the most powerful guardians of the balance to ever walk the world. Well, at least the balance was mentioned. As long as your tale does not turn into some tawdry bundle of lies existing solely to titillate the common reader. Perhaps your relation of Ren's tale will have some merit, Volo. Tawdry, my dear Miss Jaheira, I've never once been the slightest bit tawdry with my lies, I assure you. Not even an attempt to feign honesty, is it? No wonder Elminster speaks so highly of you. I'd have to see this work of yours once it is done. I so wonder if Ren will even be recognizable. Believe me, my dear, in the case of Ren here, exaggeration is not exactly a requirement for an exciting tale. It will be all I can do to convince the readers that I tell the truth, I would wager. Minsk. With a thundering bellow and a mighty sword, Minsk and his faithful hamster companion Boo have worked their way into the lexicon of the Faerunian vocabulary as true heroes. Evil beware. Oh, Boo, he's going to mention you in his book. Isn't he a nice man? Tell me about Saravok. Saravok? You mean B? Saravok? He's with you? Yeah, sure he is. Right over there. Say hello, Saravok. Amazing! Heard that a warrior of masterful skill was sighted traveling with you, Ren. But even I could not guess at such a convolution. Imagine! The very man who once tried to kill you now fights by your side. I have to write that down so I don't forget. What a fantastic tale this will make. It was a good enough tale when I was alive the first time, sycophantic fool. Yeah, and these are, going to be the same dialogue if I should go through multiple times. So, alright, I think I've heard enough. Thank you, Ren. I can't begin to tell you how pleased I am to meet you while you're in the middle of an adventure that will change the shape of the realms. Truly, I only hope I can do your tale justice.
'Tis surprising what one can learn at a simple country fair, I've traveled the length and breadth of Farron, and there's always something new.
Farron? I've been pronouncing it Faerun. No, it's Farron, apparently.
Awfully familiar with that pointer, aren't you? And after only one drink, too.
He's got special
I have
dialogue.
a story for every man, woman, and child in Farron. However, copyright laws forbid me the telling. 'Tis surprising what one can learn at a simple country fair. I've traveled the length and awfully familiar with... I have a story for every man, woman, and child in Farron.
I need to do that more often,
However,
right-click on
copyright
important
laws forbid me
NPCs
the
just to see
telling.
what their barks are. Most of these guys are just the generic ones, right?
Hi, friend. Hi, friend.
Yeah,
Hi, friend.
we've heard the hi friend line before from rogue types. But just Volo gets some unique ones. Right-click the rat. Squeaks.
'Tis surprising what one can learn at a simple country fair,
Yeah, there's a few more chapters in the book to finish before I leave this town for good. I mean, I'll leave you to your thing then. I can interact with you. You are locked.
What do you want? Gotcha.
Everyone come and stare at this cupboard for a moment for me. Does it look suspicious or just locked? It looks suspicious. Well done, Imoen.
Yep. Can do.
What do we have? A gem. Potion of superior healing. Consumed restores 40 hit points to the imbiber. Okay, we're moving up in the world healing potion wise. And one of those oils of speed.
Hello. No problem.
So oil of speed. And go over to Minsk to stack up with that stack. Now, compared to you, you're 27, you're 40. That's quite a decent jump. Only one potion means it's probably not worth sticking in someone's quick slots. I mean, actually, Saravok, You have a lot of HP and a spare quick items, so you can carry potions of superior healing alongside normal healing potions for the moment.
What's up? Consider it done.
My leg is suddenly stricken by extremely painful pins and needles. Ow. Oh, actually, that very much hurts. 1 second, people. Stretch a bit, adjust my posture a bit. Must have been sitting in my chair a bit awkwardly. Not too bad, it's just very noticeable. My leg's gone dead and it's all prickling. Anyway, what else are we looking at
Need
in
something?
here?
Yep.
The kitchen storeroom back here? Lots of rats. Where was whoever was killing the rats? No? It was a named person. Oh, was it the cat? It was the cat Tepid. We cannot speak to the cat.
Why, you're all such big men.
Get your order when I have time. See the bartender if you can't wait. Okay, a couple of other things I can examine. Poke my head in. Locked.
Name it.
Everyone go stare at that one.
You betcha.
Also locked.
Ready and willing. Right you are.
What are your thoughts, Imoen? No thoughts? No thoughts it is. More potions of superior healing. Your inventory is full, isn't it?
Yep. Okay.
What sort of gem is that? Fiend gem. The soft brittle gemstone. I mean, I'll grab that. I cannot remember how much that gem is worth. I don't think that's a particularly valuable one, though.
All right. Hello. Sure thing.
And our gems. Some potions of extra healing.
What's up? Can do.
Okay, so Saravok, yeah, you have some room for these potions of extra healing as well.
Need something?
No,
Hi.
how do I... For some reason, I was trying to access my inventory by clicking on the Use Items button, which is not what that button does. It is not what it has ever done.
Yep.
I do believe that is everything in here.
No problem.
Back out into the city. So, temple for the key. We have a few other places to go. There's the Barracks Arcana Archives, which sounds like a spell store. The Countess Santel's house. So the Count Santel was the previous... We seem to have been struck by a fireball. Did a dragon alright? Did a dragon alright? Just badly injured.
Hello.
Let's get
Consider
inside.
it
We'll go in
done.
this Arcana place. So the Count Santel, in person there, who I'll need to talk to. The Count Santel was the previous ruler before Gromnir
What's up?
kicked him out and took over.
Yep.
So, according to the Countess's, or whoever's in the Countess's house, she might not still be here, would be worth the time it takes. Did you lose your stone skin and everything from that, Ren? It looks like you might have. No, you still have the stone skin buff marked on you. Anyway, what sort of books are we looking at here? Histories, Kalinsham, all just generic normal books. Same here. Looks like it. A gold, you can keep that. And no one else in here besides Lazarus Liberius.
Have a look at my wares.
Librarius, possibly. Welcome to the Arcana Archives. I normally invite you to look at my magical wares, but alas, my shelves are completely bare. I have not even a single parchment left for you to peruse. My spell book has been stolen. Without it, I cannot fashion the powerful scrolls which normally fill my shop. Please, mighty Ren, I beg of you to help a humble wizard. What's in this for me is getting this drop stock back, which I would be quite interested in seeing what you have to sell. So, yes, I shall help you recover your spellbook, Lazarus. I thank you for your aid in solving the theft of my spellbook, Mighty Wren. Is there anything you can do to aid your investigation? Music is being very dramatic right now. I mean, what can you tell me about the crime, Lazarus? At first, I suspected Hector, well known about town for his sticky fingers. After questioning many witnesses, it is clear that Hector was in the local pub from dusk till dawn of the night of the theft. I still suspect that no good thief Hector was involved. Clearly see the guilt in his face. There's no proof. Without my spellbook, I'm virtually powerless to pursue this myself. As a newcomer to this town, I have no one to turn to for help. Found any clues at the scene, like what made you suspect Hector? There is but one clue, Wren, though it does little to point the finger at Hector. A set of muddy footprints leading from my window. Very small footprints, far smaller than those of Hector, or any man or woman for that matter. I regret there's little else I can tell you. Hector can usually be found in the tankard tree if you wish to question him. I shall return when my investigations are done. As you wish, I urge you Godspeed. Without my spellbook, no way to restock my inventory of the precious scrolls I normally carry.
Uh-huh.
So, we did see Hector.
You betcha. Need something? Okay.
I'll kind of just keep looking around the town though for a bit before I go there. Okay, so we can access the sewers through the sewer grates. Alexander Ralisa. You don't look like one of the locals. You were child of Baal as well, lured here like the rest of us to face our inevitable end. As well? What do you mean? You're one of Baal's children? I myself am one of Baal's progeny, or so I've been told. I guess Baal's blood runs thicker in some of his children than in others. By your snivelling manners, I would say Baal's blood runs very thin indeed in your veins. Bah. Why'd I even waste my breath tormenting this cowering cur? Is there anything else I can help you with? Yeah, sticking Saradush in the party was a good idea. What can you tell me about Gromnir? Never liked Gromnir much. Too unstable, if you ask me. I came to Saradush seeking sanctuary. When he took over, I decided to get as far away from him as possible. That's not true for all of us, though. I understand there are quite a few Baalspawn whom he's gotten to fight at his side. Some of them are pretty powerful, too. Can I ask you some questions about Melisande? I hadn't met her until I came to Saradush, but I had heard her name. They said she promised to keep us Baalspawn safe. Looks like we're doomed despite her efforts. How did you get here, exactly? I wasn't brought here by Melisande like the others. I came here from Sembia. My home village was burned to the ground by a dragon who claimed to be hunting for me. My friends, my family, they threatened to give me to the dragon if I didn't leave. So I did. I heard a lot of other Baalspawn were coming here. I almost wish I hadn't come. Okay, dragon hunting Baalspawn. I mean, we've had some dragons express interest in our heritage, so that's not too surprising. Do I know how to get inside the castle? There's another child of Baal about here who could teleport about. I don't know if he could take you with him. Timid fellow anyway, probably not the kind you're looking for. Also lost his powers. But anyway, we want to get into the castle anyway. My advice would be to stay well away from Gromnir. When this army gets inside the walls, he's the first thing they're going after, for sure. I'll just be going now. Thanks for the help, Alexander. Whatever you wish. Soon enough, we'll be dead anyway, I suspect. Walls won't hold forever. Let's string the elves up. Please, we don't want any trouble. Let's see, some Orcan soldiers and some elves.
Yep.
You elves want to stay in our city? Should hand over some of your women. Just leave
Sure
us
thing.
alone. What's going on here?
Something on your mind?
Got some business with us? Think on this. Because we don't want... Because you don't want to have business with us. Okay, so no option is just leave and talk to the elves. I need to say something. Leave these elves alone, you aren't bothering anyone. Suggest you leave immediately, lest I bring justice raining down upon your head. The Minsk approach? Yeah, the Minsk approach. Figures. You find elves, you found elf lovers. Mind your own business, you won't get hurt. This is my business. I'll back off or feel the wrath of a child of Baal. A Baal spawn? Look, we're just having some fun. Don't want no trouble with you? We ain't stupid. We'll leave the pointy ears alone. Oh, that worked nicely. No murder required. Baal spawn have doomed us all. We'll flare up at the drums, maybe startle, think we'd enter the combat session. We'd not. So what do you have to say for yourself, elves?
Rarely have time for small talk.
Thank you for saving us from those bullies. But I'm afraid we may yet run into trouble with the soldiers of this town. We've nowhere to stay, no choice but to wander the streets. We shall soon run afoul of Gromnir's men once more. Well, perhaps I can find someone willing to take you in. We have no money, and the innkeeper turned us away because he feared our wives would draw unwanted attention from the soldiers. Elves would have the heart in the room to take us all in. We'll keep an eye out, it's not the tavern.
Greetings.
We must wander the streets like vagabonds.
Greetings.
Nowhere to stay, please help us. Last one.
Folk rarely
Only
have
there's
time
someone in
for
this
small
town
talk.
willing to take us in. So what do you kids have to say? Squip, you're named. What do you want? You think you can hassle me just because you're a kid? I think I can hassle you because you were standing around as a named character. I can ask the kids about a missing spellbook. The small footsteps are told, which means it's probably either a child or a halfling. There might be some weird monster of some sort too, of course. Let's ask these other questions first. Can you tell me anything about Melisande? I don't know anything about that. I'm just a kid.
Who are you?
Do you know how to get into the castle? I don't know anything about that. I'm just a kid.
You ain't from around
Do you know
here.
anything about missing
I
spell
knows
books?
it.
Oh, sure. Just 'cause I'm a street urchin, I have to know about stolen books. Everyone always blames me. Squip stole this, Squip took that. You got no proof. I do have proof. Small muddy footprints. Like a child's footprints. Oh yeah? Might know something about that. Maybe I can help you out for a price. 1,000 gold will get me talking. That is so ballsy, I'm tempted just to give him the 1,000 gold. 1,000 gold, forget it, Squip. I'll give you 5. No more, no less. You drive a hard bargain, Squip. Fine, here it is. 1,000 gold. And I'll start talking. 1,000 gold? I'm rich. Filthy, stinking rich. Okay, here's the scoop. I stole that book for Hector. He paid me to do it, but I don't have the book no more. I gave it to Hector, honest. Very well done, Squip. You appreciate that bribe.
Loser, loser, loser.
Gromnir has a big army. When I grow up, I want a big army.
Loser, loser, loser.
Wow, an adventurer. I didn't do anything.
Hello.
See, so a couple of houses around here
Can do.
don't have anything marked on them. This one I can enter. Why have we been forsaken? I'm sure all the
What's
Balspawn
up?
were dead.
No problem.
Just a family in here? Look at our town. Refugees everywhere. Gromnir's men wreaking havoc in the streets. Damn that general.
Hello, mate. You look
Please help us.
friendly-faced.
Gromnir's men terrorize us in the streets. Though the arm outside will soon burn Saradush to the ground. Shh. Mama says I'm not to talk to strangers. Anything to say, Chicken? Chicken has nothing to say to me.
Uh-huh. Consider it done.
Well, we can go back to Hector
Yep.
with the information we just learned. So, one of the courtesans out and about in daytime, though. It's probably not a vampire. Oop. Everyone managed to get the stone skin off. That is nice.
Need something? You betcha.
Hector. Good day to you, sir. Strangers are a rare sight here in Saradush these days. I wish to ask you some questions about a stolen spellbook. I see where this is going. Well, Lazarus is barking up the wrong tree. I was at the tankard tree all night long. I have witnesses to prove it. Do I want to rent out Squip? I don't think so. So I'll just say, I know you took the book, Hector, and save us some time and confess. If I do need to rat out Scrip, I will, but... Lazarus was wrong. I didn't take it. There's no evidence to say I did. Give me the book upright from your cold, dead hands. Okay, no, I do need to rat out Squib to kind of cite that evidence, so I'll go. If I found out you're lying, false accused that stand by my alibi. To ask about... Yep, I talked to Squip. He told me he stole the book and gave it to you. Okay, I admit I took the book, but I don't have it on me. If you kill me, Lazarus will never get it. Not a bad man. Really, I just took the book because I thought I could use it to escape this city. Damn thing's locked with some kind of spell. Useless to me. Lazarus has the teleportation scroll to escape this city. I know it. Give me that scroll, I'll give you the spell book. We have a deal. We've already heard that you can't teleport out of the city and even the mages are trapped. Yeah, I'm not your butler. If you want the scroll, you can go get it from Lazarus yourself. Speak to Lazarus or don't. It's your choice. If we have the scroll, we have nothing more to discuss. Well, we can go tell Lazarus what we found out at least.
Okay.
On the way past, let's talk to you. Have you noticed
Sure
any of
thing.
your peers acting strangely?
Socially acceptable person. such as
Hey, mister, you were looking for a good time? Question mark? What I mean is you know, I'm just saying that... Yeah, you haven't done this before, have you? You are very... I mean, it's something the matter. You seem nervous. Let's just ask directly. You seem nervous. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just didn't know how else to get your attention. I saw you talking to Melisande. I heard her say you were trying to find Gromnir. Please, he had my parents murdered. I want someone to kill that bastard. Okay, yeah. Just trying to work herself up to approach us about this. I mean... I don't know if I've really decided I'm definitely going to kill Gromnir yet. You and everyone else, get out of here. I don't have time for this. I don't want to be rude though, so I'll do what I can. I can't guarantee I'll kill him, but I'll try to resolve this situation. Oh, you will? Well, nothing would make me happier, but how will you get inside the castle? I mean, I don't know. Do you know a way in? No? I wish I did. Well, some people say the old prison underground leads to the castle. They're all sealed up now, just like the sewers. I've heard that some of the army outside the walls tried to sneak in that way. That's why Gromnir had everything sealed up. I wouldn't know how to get down there at all. I mean, well, I'll find a way somehow. That Gromnir killed my parents. He deserves to die.
Hello. Can do. What's up?
So,
No problem.
Lazarus, I have found some information.
I trust you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
I thank you for your aid in solving the theft of my spellbook, Mighty Wren. This is something I can do to aid your investigation. Hector has admitted to stealing your spellbook. He'll give it back in exchange for a teleportation scroll to escape the city. And you, that thief, was to blame? He's a fool if he thinks teleportation scroll will help him escape this city. I do have such a scroll. I'll gladly trade it for my spellbook. But the scroll is useless. Yagashura's mages have cast powerful spells imprisoning us here. Anyone foolish enough to attempt a magical escape will rebound off the invisible walls. A grisly and very messy fate. Nevertheless, here's the scroll Hector wanted. So as the choice is up to you, Wren. Want to warn Hector about the consequences of using the scroll? Wish you luck in recovering my spellbook.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, Lazarus has been
Consider it
fairly
done.
open about this. That was kind of what I concluded. So
Yep.
back to Hector. Another door down there we could go through.
Need some? You betcha.
We have the scroll, nothing more to discuss. I have the scroll right here. Have the scroll? Quickly, give it to me. Here, take the spellbook. Can't use it anyway. This scroll is my ticket out of here. I have to warn you, the scroll won't work. Lazarus says that if you use it, you'll die. You're lying. You must be. Why would you lie to me now the exchange has been made? Why would Lazarus not left the city if the scroll actually works? That's also the big thing that should be tipping you off here. Perhaps you're right. Must think hard before I use the scroll. Oh, you're not being an idiot. Well done. Lazarus's spellbook. Heavily warded spellbook belonging to Lazarus Librarius. Would probably like to have this back.
Hi. Okay. Yep, sure thing.
Have a look at my wares. I trust you'll find them all
Made the
in
exchange with Hector
satisfactory
yet?
condition.
Have you recovered my spellbook? Yes, here is your spellbook. My spellbook. Thank you, kind sir. Truly, the legends of Ren have not been exaggerated. And once again, craft my scrolls. Please feel free to peruse my vast collection of enchanted parchments. See anything you like, or we can work out a mutually beneficial exchange of coin for said item. Okay, so we are looking for a scroll of invisibility and improved haste for some of the crafting we could do. I'm just going to go through, see what he has on hand in addition to those things. Yeah, so lower level stuff down at the bottom it looks like. Low deafness. There's an invisibility scroll, which we shall buy. Touch, clairvoyance. Yep. Keep going. Spells getting higher and higher level. Teleport field, wizard's eye, contagion. Fast sight minus sequencer. You have an impressive stock. You have just about every scroll under the sun. Protection from acid, electricity, normal weapons. Bunch of conjuring stuff. There's improved haste. Oh, pricey. But we need that. Buy one of those. Now let's see what we're getting up to around here. They're on level 6 stuff at the moment. Conjuring elemental, sphere of chaos, ruby ray of reversal, the finger of death. Spell sequencer, mass invisibility. Yeah, so area of effect, improved invisibility. Not bad. Spell turning. Decent if it didn't only affect the caster. Like, the mages who can cast that are going to be the people at the back, probably not getting stuff cast on them. I could get another limited wish scroll and give it to someone actually capable of casting limited wish, because I wasted my previous one on Ren. That sounds like a potential idea. Yeah, so some more summon stuff. Bigby's Clenched Fist. That's new. Level 8 spell. This spell causes a giant disembodied hand to squeeze and constrict the target once per round, up to 4 rounds. It literally smashes the target for 3d6 with no save, and the target is held. On the second round, they can save at -2 to escape. Okay. Like, held with no save on a single creature. And that is quite nice. You could do some nasty things with that. So, yeah, so -2 on the next round. Following round, they save with no penalty. Damage keeps stacking up. They make the save, they're free to move. If they fail, they take 66 damage and holds them for another 2 rounds. Yeah, this seems like a good spell. So Bigby's Clenched Fist. Incendiary Cloud, I'm pretty sure we already have a scroll for. May summon fiend symbol death. Unfortunately, that is one of the ones that is tied to current hit points. These are all going to be like that, aren't they? No. The other symbols are not, just the symbol death. So symbol fear sets a trap which explodes, causing everyone in the area to save versus spell at a penalty affected by fear for quite a long time. Symbol stun. Oh, symbol stun seems nice too. We have shape change. The spell wizard is able to assume the form of a powerful creature. Mind Flayer, Iron Golem, Greater Wolfware, Earth Elemental, Fire Elemental, or Giant Troll. So Mind Flayer can stun, Earth Elemental can crush. Whatever hit points you have at the time of the shape change. Now, the transformation stuff I'm never too certain how to use. If you're really familiar with how these monsters function, I imagine you could use these to get weird immunities and stuff and bypass effects very effectively, but I am not that familiar with the system. Like, the Iron Golem, for example, is probably immune to various mental things and whatnot. Time stop, of course. Energy drain, well, Banshee, Chain Contingency, Meteor Swarm, Spell Strike, Imprisonment. No save, delete something. There are some really funny high-level spells. Bigby's Crushing Hand, a better Bigby's. Spell creates a huge disembodied fist that crushes the target, pins them to the ground. So 2d10, save very poorly. Then 3d10, then save. It does not last for as long, despite doing better damage and having like more difficult saves. Level 9 Wish. Wish is a more potent version of the limited Wish spell. It will fulfill literally the utterance of the spellcaster. The wiser the wizard, the better chance he'll choose the right wording. Interesting. Restoration, Archmagi, robes. Lots of potions. Freedom, superior healing. Potion case. Potion case, potion case, potion case, potion case. Obtaining potion case. Oh my stars, potion case, finally. Stone's passport, boots of the cheetah, a golden ironstone. +1 intelligence. That is interesting. Let's see, because you don't have any, like, potions of genius or anything, do you? No. Saravok got a level up. I don't think it's like, you both have 17 int. Would you need 18 or 19 int to get 9th level spells? You know, I can check that quite easily. First of all, I need to, those can just go in the scroll case. I need to get a 9th level spell out of here. Absolute immunity to backpack. Okay, Ren can write magic on this. They won't be able to cast it, but they can write it because they have 18 in. That means if I get that Ion Stone, both Imoen and Nira can learn 9th level spells. Which will make this quite worth it, I do think.
Hello. Can do.
You look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
I have some questions to ask about the town. Do I see these? No, sorry I can't help you. Only arrived a short time ago. Between restocking my shelves and setting traps, would-be thieves haven't even left the building. Well, that potion case is going to be so handy for storing potions in, as I actually find them. Now I can store them in a box where I'm even less likely to remember to ever actually use them. Yeah, golden ion stone. Let's buy that. And now I need to figure out what sort of spells I want you guys to learn. Bigby's Crushing Hand is available. and fun. So I think I like M1 just having Summon Plaintar for now. Opens Warding Whip. And I do like having some dispelling stuff. I just need more spell slots. That's the big thing. I mean, Ring of Acuity, 5th, 6th, and 7th. I mean, how many spells do you have at 5th, 6th, and 7th? You have a lot of spells. I kind of like you having a lot of spells, so especially now that you have the Robe of Vecna and the Clarity stuff going on. Yeah. So I think you need to learn another level 9 spell. Honestly, Simulacrum, you could stand to learn another level 8. I've never used Contingency, so you could also learn another level 6 spell.
Happy to help. To try to help, anyway.
A lot of dialogue lines, all fired at once there. There we go, you have a tiny bit of spare inventory space now. So, what sort of level 9 spell do I want to toss on Nira? I mean, Absolute Immunity, probably not what we're looking for. Let's see, Symbol Death, Symbol Fear, those are level 8. Protection from Magic Energy. So, Flash, keep going. It's probably just going to be one of the explodey spells from your own spell book, isn't it? Yeah, I think those are all in here. So Gate, Meteor Swarm. Blow everything up. That's going to hit allies too, which makes it a bit weaker than some other similar spells. Gate, probably a bit too dangerous to actually make use of. If I could stick a time stop on you, that would be fun. Yeah, you can time stop and hurl out a bunch of your other spells. I think I like that. So, yeah, swap. Better int. And fail. At least you could attempt it. Yeah, I'll get you a level up in a second, Sarah. Fail. Fail. We'll get this eventually. Tell you what, we'll quick save there. And of course, the moment I quick save with the int in position is the moment she succeeds. Excellent. Time stop. That'll be very fun. Project Image is not the most impressive spell under the sun. There, I probably want to get you another level 7 spell too. Imran wants another level 8 spell. We are thinking another level 6 as well.
Hi.
Have
Okay.
a look at my wares.
So
I
just to
trust you'll
see
find
what
them all
you've
in
got for
satisfactory
inspiration.
condition.
Level 8s, level 6s. Okay, so the symbols. Symbol stun. I don't know if I have that. Maze. Bigsby's clenched fist. I might get that as the level 8 actually, because that does sound interesting. So we'll grab one of those. The project image. Ring of Death down to level 6 stuff. Okay, so some summoning spells. The Wyvern's Call. You do have that bit of a summoning theme going on. The elementals are a bit difficult just because they take so long to actually do anything. Power word, silence. No saving throw. Yeah, only ways to counter this dispel magic or vocalize spell. Honestly, having the ability to silence a spellcaster could be interesting. Cannot remember if we have a scroll of that, so we'll just buy another one.
Sorry, but I couldn't hold that last item. It's on the ground.
Okay, well,
I'm out of pockets. Sorry.
we have far too much junk in our inventory. Sarah, hold on to some darts for me. Bigby's clenched fist. We can stick those potions in the potion case. And Power Word Silence also goes to you. You should be able to learn both of these successfully. No, I only got one. I'm just going to need to do this one at a time, aren't I? There we go. Struggling on Power Word Silence. There we go. Finally succeeded. We'll get rid of Contingency, learn Power Word Silence. Of late, get rid of Simulacrum, learn Bigby's Clenched Fist. Cool. Some more spells. And now, finally, Sarafox level up. Let's see. Yep, so Thacker reduced by 1. You don't get a high level ability. I would have thought you would have. Like, you're the same level as Minsk and he's getting them. You're both like martial line characters. Apparently not, just better Thacker. Oh well. Yeah, level 19. We can toss these potions of Frost Giant Strength in there as well. We have some potions of Fire Giant Strength. Potions of Invulnerability. Those things will be handy. Look at that. Inventory compression. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, Ren, your inventory is getting pretty bloody full. Keepsakes and arrows and... I mean, you don't need those +2 arrows. Just drop those 2 on the ground. +1 arrows? Are we ever going to use those again? I mean, mundane arrows is maybe useful. Have some arrows of piercing inventory. Yes, but a full stack, so I can't stack that on top.
You point, I point.
Actually, just looking at current inventories, we can stick those 2 arrows in Minsk's quiver.
Hi.
Cool.
Okay.
A couple of side questy things done.
Sure thing.
Time is marching on. And when we get to nighttime, I need to remember to go back to the tavern to look for vampires. In the meantime, let's look in the Countess's home.
Yep.
Anyone
can do.
here, or is this place abandoned? It's not looking good. Yeah, it seems like they probably
Yep,
bailed
gotcha.
out.
Hello. No problem.
Her husband was kicked out, presumably the
you
Countess
want?
has left as well.
Good to go?
What's up?
No indication of any traps.
Consider it done.
Let's take that gold. Protection from the elements. Whatever.
Uh-huh. Yep. Need something? Hi. You betcha.
Dog. Dog has appeared. Be aware of dog.
Okay.
So, the barracks. What's going down here? It's called... Ow.
I will require healing if I am to be of use to you.
That is what is happening down here. Ow.
Cities always teem with evil and decay. Let's give it a good shake and see what falls out.
Ren, you are currently very unconscious. There we go.
Yep. Sure thing.
So, what's happening down here? Some dwarves arguing with some humans.
Something on your
Outsiders aren't welcome in this town, that much is clear. Stranger here, just like us. What say you teach these boys a lesson? Well, enemies outside the gates, remember? You better stop this childish bickering before I lose my temper. Hey now, stranger, just relax. We know what ball spawn are like. All we're doing is blowing off a little steam. This half-elf is a ball spawn. Look, rolling in the streets is one thing. None of us is looking to get killed. Come on, lads, you heard the man. Clear out. A little bit of quest XP. Gathering broken up. Not looking for trouble, my lord. What do you wish of me? What can you tell me about Grumnir? I want no trouble with Grumnir and his soldiers. I have nothing to say about them. It's all I must go. Please excuse me, I don't want any trouble.
Hello, mate. You look a friend.
Please help us. Grumnir's men terrorize us in the streets. The army outside will soon burn Saradush to the ground. Grumnir is mean. My mama said so.
Hello. Can do.
Anyway, like I was saying, before we were distracted and struck by fire falling from the sky, barracks. Barracks is locked. We'll see what happens if we just unlock it. We might not want to break in
Right you
here.
are.
What's up?
We'll not fall here.
Ow. Kira, what are you doing?
Uh-huh.
Bard song, see if you can get her back in line. Miss this fear. Off she goes. There we go, got your hero back.
It is done.
Get down here before that happens again.
Need something? No problem.
Hey, nobody's allowed in here but Grumnir's men. About 5 seconds to slink out of here before I turn my men loose on you. I'm sorry, I'm not looking for trouble. Get moving. Already counting. Fair enough, yeah. Just need to bail out of here.
Consider it done.
With the Temple of Valkene, Kaiser's home, the prison,
Yep.
and let's go poke our heads into the temple. Or a Snibblefinger, you're named.
You betcha.
Oh, how did it come to this? I'm just a simple father. It's my fault my father was the Lord of Murder. You're one of Bal's children. Bal may be my father, but I want no part in this. Came to Saradush to escape persecution in my hometown. All I want is to try and blend in with the normal folk. I know it's hard when you learn your father was a god of pure evil. You just have to find a way to deal with it. I did. Eventually. Just leave me alone. Can't tell you anything, I'm just a simple father. All I want is my normal life back. Damn this cursed immortal lineage.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, there's Sister Fariel.
Hello. Sure thing.
Anyone else in here? Does not look like it. Couple of bookshelves we can examine over here. Ah, they have some scrolls in them. Improved mantle, some Nishu. Skydrop gem.
As always, the pleasure is mine.
Greetings, my brother, and welcome to the House of Valkene. I am Sister Fariel. How may I serve you? Okay, yeah, we can ask about the elves here. That's a good call. So can you tell me anything about Grumnir Ilkhan? Grumnir is a tormented man, afflicted in both spirit and mind. The taint of Baal poisons his blood and tortures his soul. I would feel more pity for him, but he has been very cruel. Grumnir trusts no one, and has locked himself away in the palace to wait the inevitable end of this siege. I fear he will first bring destruction to us all. Can you tell me anything about Melisande? A virtuous woman, a truly kind and compassionate lady. She brought the Bolspawn to Saradush, to find them sanctuary within its walls. It's not her fault that Grumnir took advantage of her hospitality. She meant well. Alas, this siege has thwarted her noble efforts. When the walls fall, as they surely must, all the Bolspawn will be slaughtered, and our efforts to save them will be for naught. So, Björgum Aelson tells me you have a key that can get me into the castle. What? How'd you know about... Ah, of course, rumors travel through Saradush as they would anywhere else. There is a key to get into the castle, yes, though it may not be what you think. You do not seem like an evil person, brother. Very, very well. I shall help you with your task, though it will not be an easy one. Several years ago, I was asked to seal the entrance to the city jail to keep a great evil from escaping into the city. As a cleric of some power, I was the only one who could do so. I am loath to reopen the entrance lest the evil escape into the city. If you think you can reason with Gromnir or aid the city somehow, perhaps it is worth the risk. What kind of evil are we talking about? I sense that powerful undead creatures will take up residence in the abandoned jail cells. More than this I cannot say, but I suggest you bring holy water with you before going down there. This key will open the door to the jail. The door itself has been heavily warded against the undead, but once you are below, you will have no protection against them yourself. You'll find the door across the street. I wish I could tell you where to go once you are down there. I know it connects to the castle, but not how. Take the key and be safe, brother. Okay. Now, lastly, there are some elves in this city who have nowhere to stay. I was hoping you could take them in. The elves are welcome to come here for refuge, as are any who suffer. Had I known they had no place to stay, I would surely have made them the offer. Oh, don't need anything else right now. Then may Walkeen watch over you, my brother. Let's see. The key. This key will open the sword door to the underground Saradush prison. Here
What's
is
up?
a key item, so you're
do.
holding out. We can examine the pool.
No problem.
There's a water opal.
Needs considerate done. Yep.
It's definitely nighttime now, so I need to keep an eye out for vampires. Is this structure named Pieces Home? Let's poke our heads in. Lock.
Ready and willing.
Even more explosions.
All right.
This door is a very complicated looking lock.
Hi.
And nobody seems to be at
You
home at
betcha.
the moment. Let's see, any vampires showing up in the tavern?
Okay.
Waitress, tavern wench. Courtesan, you on you, yes. We currently suspect you of being vampires. Just in case, do you hear it? You might want to
Swords, not words!
get some of this healed up a little bit.
Now I remember why traveling with you was always so much fun.
Hello. Sure thing.
Let's see.
You need a new tailor. Your clothes are
You look like a mighty
absolutely
fine piece of
dreadful.
man meat. Why don't we slip away alone? Tonight you'll remember for the rest of your life. And 50 gold coins. Okay, we don't have an immediate way to, like, accuse of being a vampire. Let's see what happens if we say we're not interested. Do yourself no idea what you're missing out on. How about you?
Something on your mind?
Move along, buddy. Scan away my customers. I try bartering.
You need a new tailor.
It's
Your
outrageous, I'll give you
clothes are
20.
absolutely
It
dreadful.
wouldn't work for less than 50 for you. I'll make an exception. Probably no place we can be alone. It's not far. Am I going to get eaten by a vampire?
You need a new tailor.
We've
Your
arrived.
clothes are
This should be
absolutely
enjoyable.
dreadful.
No, good. So the madman was right after all. Silence. The blood of Bal's children is a nectar we will risk much to claim. Overwhelm him, my brethren. We have a pseudo-dragon with us. Yeah. Don't have my
Can
buffs
do.
up. Talk to the pseudo-dragon quickly. Enter the pack. Mirror image. So, vampire. We're just gonna have to fight.
I am ready.
Don't know where everyone else is compared to Ren.
Uh-huh.
Ren is
What?
Need some?
somewhere. So they're just gonna have to try and solo this.
Yes.
Good hit. Yeah, and the vampires are struggling a bit. They've taken down a couple of our mirror images, but they haven't laid a finger on us yet. Cool. Now,
No
I'm
problem.
probably stuck solo exploring for the next bit, Ren. First of all, you do have a level up, bring you up to level 26. Wow. That's a lot of levels. 2 hit points, 5 lore, but another ability. What do we want to get you? We could get greater evasion, upgrade our current evasion. That seems quite nice. I get more traps. I still have to use any item. I haven't seen anything that really tempts me towards that, though. The current evasion is 4 to AC, 2 for saving throws, 3 rounds. Yeah, this increases it to 5 rounds and just makes it better. I think grabbing greater evasion is what to do here. Done. Yeah, and we even keep the lesser evasion as well on top of that. Wonderful. Let's see, while we're exploring down alone here, any buffs I want to get on myself? If they throw a fear effect down on me, it's pretty much just over, so we'll get that done. We could get blur as well. That seems useful. Let's start trying to find a way through. Okay, that door we can open. Just wandering through the cells. Another vampire. Fledgling vampire. Trying to dominate, unaffected by the effects of domination. A hidden wall. Locked. Yeah, we'll need to get a rogue down here. And this will be another fake wall just in front of us. There should be. We're not finding it. We might only be able to see this from the other side. It might be a way back. And that... Ah, yes, that gets us out of the
Consider it done.
lock chamber with the powerful undead that we were warned about. Cool.
Yep.
That was effective enough. Yeah, and they're gone. You doing alright, Viking?
My friend.
You again? Anything else I can help you with, brother? I mean... Okay, I was curious about this, because we were told, like, to look for a way to get his powers back, but nothing came up. I mean, what will he say? Don't you think you should get out of here while you can? And go where? If that army gets into the city, there's nowhere they'll be safe. Every last boar spawn will be hunted down, including me. I almost wish I could be scared about it. What do you mean you wish you could be scared? Kind of ironic, actually. I ran to Melisande during my travels. She helped me, and she tries to help all the Balspawn. She helped me cure myself of my fear, so my fear wouldn't make me jump anymore. First was kind of relief. You can get snatched away without any warning is a little upsetting, now trapped here. Pray every day my curse will manifest itself again. Okay. Last resent, da-da-da. Maybe how to find a happy ending. Tell me how to find Grumnir.
Hi, friend.
And apparently Ren thinks they figured out a way to get Viking's powers back. Really? How? Melisande removed her capacity to be scared, right? Literally. I think so, but she doesn't know how to return it either. Not permanently. We would need to get scared once and you'll be away from here, right? I don't know, probably. So a horror spell or something similar should do the trick. Maybe? I'm either immune or resistant to a lot of magic, but you never know. But I don't know any spells, I'll try it out. Well, horror spells. I don't think horror is a spell any of us know. It might be something with a scroll for. I could do hopelessness. Not quite the same emotion, though. Shahira, I don't suppose this is on your spell list. Horror. I don't think so. Cloak of Fear. Okay, let's see. In here, horror. Scanning, 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 scanning. Hold undead. Resist fear, the opposite of what we are attempting to do. Not looking good, is it? Well, we shall examine Nira's spell scroll case whatever thing. Horror, horror, horror. No horror. Well, I think I know someone who'll sell me horror scrolls. I just need to use the horror scroll once. I don't need to actually learn it, so...
Hello. You betcha. What's up? Okay.
Do you have a horror
Have a
scroll
look
for
at my
sale,
wares.
Lazarus,
I
my
trust
friend?
you'll find them all in satisfactory condition.
Protection, charm, person, shield, chromatic orb, spook, that is not horror. Horror. All enemies in the area of effect when the spell is cast must save versus spell or flee in terror. Oh, I don't think you're an enemy Viking, but hopefully this should work.
Uh-huh. Sure thing. Can do. Need some? No problem.
Okay, let's try this out. I can release the familiar while we're here. Good, pseudo-dragon. Cast horror on you. What? It's working! It's starting to feel fear! That means I'll teleport away! Oh, thank you, thank you! Yep, and it's just proc by casting the spell. It doesn't even need to actually hit him. Huzzah! Took 78 damage and exploded off into the sunset. Wonderful, wonderful. I think if I had some other... Pretty sure I have like some fear-causing items and other effects. They might have
Consider it
also
done.
functioned.
Yep.
But it did specifically name the horror spell, so...
Yep, yep, yep.
So while we're up here, we have the militia headquarters. Yeah, another named place, which I want to check out.
I have no patience for cities. Our stay had better be a short one.
Before venturing
What
forth.
can it be now?
Ah, the Countess Santel, you are still in the city. Countess Santel, I know this is difficult for you, but you have to make a positive identification. Yes, he is the one, Matteo. He is the traitor. No, the Countess must be mad with grief. There must be some mistake. Are you certain, Countess? There is no mistake. I am certain. Before my beloved son Ardic disappeared, he told me he'd witnessed Matteo opening the gate. There, surely you see now, my zealous Captain Salmond, that your egregious accusations have needlessly vilified my impeccable character. Okay, Kisa Jahiri. The Captain Salmond accused Kisa. Why are you doing this, Count? I'm Ardic's friend. Your son and I grew up together. Captain, I stringently demand you incarcerate this heinous felon immediately. You make no demands of me, Kisa Jahiri. I fulfill my duties as I see fit. Men, take Matteo away, and escort the Countess to her quarters. Yes, please. Take me away from this place. Okay, so what's happening here?
What is it?
What is it? Well, Captain, am I free to go now? This is tragedy of justice, this witch hunt, this fiasco finally at an end. You're free to go, Kisser. Get out of my sight. No mood to see your unscrupulous face right now. I suppose such abuse is the best approximation of apology I can expect from an uncouth cretin such as yourself, Captain Summoned. Okay, so opening gates and traitors
Hello.
and accusations.
You betcha.
What do you have to say, Captain
What
Summoned?
can it be now?
What? Oh, you must be the ones Millicent told me about. Just what our town needs. More bowl spawn. My name is Captain Summoned. I'm a very busy man right now. Well, I need to ask you a few questions. You better make it quick. I can't stay for long. See to the defense of the walls. Why did your soldiers drag that young man away? That? Oh, a most unpleasant matter. A few days ago, someone opened a secret gate into the town. Saradush could easily have been overrun. We just discovered the traitor was a young man named Martio. You don't sound convinced. There's no doubt in my mind that someone betrayed us. The enemy came through a small sewer outlet, was protected by both a locked iron grate and several powerful magical wards. There's no way to open that entrance from the outside. And Martio is a faithful soldier, not the type of man to betray Saradush. Well, maybe he didn't. Are there any other suspects? An alarm was raised. My soldiers arrived only a few moments after the gate was opened. We found 3 people in the area. Martio, Ardik Santel, and the merchant Kissa Jaheri. When we began our investigations, I strongly suspected Kissa. This greedy, self-serving weasel to sell his own mother if the price was right. So, what changed your mind? We didn't get the chance to complete our investigations. Ardik, the son of the Countess Santel, disappeared. He was our primary witness. Or perhaps Ardik himself is the culprit. Did you consider this? No, not Ardik. Someone who didn't know better might think Ardik was taking revenge for Gromnir's banishment of his father. The Count was nothing but a cruel, violent bastard. Gromnir did Ardik and the Countess a favour, and Ardik bears no ill will towards the town. Still, his disappearance is suspicious. No, it isn't. Ardik was taking his regular shift manning the battlements. He wouldn't be the first taken by an enemy arrow or foul spell. Maybe Martio murdered him. Why do you suspect Martio now? Our attention was focused on the vile Kissa Jaheri, but we found no proof. Then the Countess told us that Ardik, her son, had implicated Martio before he disappeared. How do you know the Countess is telling the truth? Maybe Ardik and the Countess are behind this, seeking revenge on Gromnir for banishing the Count? How do you know the Countess is telling the truth? What did she say? If you knew the Countess, you would know her word is beyond reproach. She has nothing to gain from a lie. Martio was Ardik's closest friend. Accusing him was very traumatic for her. Still, I have to admit it does not sit well in my gullet. I was so sure Kissa Jaheri was the culprit. To discover it was one of my own men, I'm shocked. So now you just sit back and wait for the executioner. Martio will not be executed, not while under siege. The defense of Saradush is my first concern. If I had more time, I would investigate further. I just want to find the truth. Well, sounds like you want someone to investigate this matter further, Captain. If you wish to investigate further, I will not stand in your way. Speak to Martio in his cell. The jailer will let you see him. I'll go visit Martio in his cell jail once. I'll right this injustice. I still need to ask you some other questions. Well, better make it quick. Can't stay for long. Must see to the defense of the walls. Can you tell me about Gromnir? Gromnir isn't much of a soldier, abandoning the city like he did. As a ruler, he's even more of a tyrant than Count Santel. Townsfolk are better off since Il Khan locked himself in that castle. Me and my soldiers served as Saradush's militia for years. We don't need Gromnir's help to defend the town. What can you tell me about Melisande? Saradush would have been better off if she'd never brought all those bowl spawn here. Sure, she tries to help during the siege, but it's too little, too late. The damage is already done. Do you know some way I could get into the castle to see Gromnir? The only way I know in The only way in I know is straight through the front gates. Those are locked tight. Sorry, Ballspawn, you're stuck out here with the rest of us. And anywhere in town I can get supplies for healing. Yeah, Tenka Tree, the bartender, the Temple of the Volcano for a religious type. Cool. What you do is your own concern. I must away to the aid of the defense of Saradush. Oh, he opens up the door
What's up?
to the cells.
Okay.
You know, there was a back room like this one which had a lich in it, which I never dealt with. Back in Shadows of Arm.
Uh-huh.
That's okay,
Sure
there was
thing.
probably just a bit of treasure and some XP behind that, so. Saradush, jailer.
Something on your mind?
Can't you see I'm busy being the jailer? I don't have time for your yammering. Captain Salmon said I should speak to the prisoner, Martio. Right, first of all, I'd like to ask you some questions about Melisande, however. Must confuse me with the Saradush Information Center. Here to answer your questions, I just guard the jail. If there is a formal Saradush Information Center, please, direct me to it. Move along, we won't have a problem.
If you start running, you
Fine.
might just make
Captain
it
Salmon
all
said I
right.
could speak to the prisoner. Captain Salmon, why didn't you say so? Unlock the door and come and go as you please. One of these cells? Not that one. This one. There we go. Who are you? If you're here to further torment me, to heap scorn upon my head? My name is Ren. I want to ask you some questions. You may ask, but no one believes my answers. The words of the Countess have condemned me in the eyes of everyone. Why would the Countess make up such a story? I cannot understand why she would falsely accuse me. She is a good woman. When I was growing up with Ardik, her son, she was like a second mother to me. Maybe she and Ardik planned this as revenge, what Gromner did to her husband. She was acting pretty suspicious during the accusation. Someone kind of thought it was her distress over accusing Martio. But I don't think that's all there is to it, so maybe two. I mean, I did think that there was obviously something wrong with how she was acting, so I thought it was pretty obvious she was lying to Captain Salmon. The Countess did seem to be acting strangely when she spoke to Captain Salmon. First, I thought it was grief over Ardik's loss. Now I think there may be something more sinister afoot. I regret there is nothing more I can tell you. I must speak to the Countess in her home to find the reasons behind her actions. Yeah, so that's a logical next step. Nothing in this cell either. Anything on the table? 3 gold. I will take
It
it.
is about time.
Need something? Can do. No problem.
You must gather your party before
So,
venturing.
anything else to do up here? I do not think so. So, to the Countess's home.
Consider it done.
More explosions. At least the scattering guards kind of pre-warned us a bit there. We're already past, in truth.
Hi. Yep.
Oh, there you are. Miniel Santel. Please, I've nothing to say to you. I mean, let's just open with Countess. Do you know any way I can get into the castle to see Gromnir? My son is missing. My husband banished by Gromnir. Please just leave me alone with my grief. Please, milady, I have spoken with Martio. Oh, Martio. Forgive me. I had no choice. They could not bear to lose my son. How does accusing Martio of treason and murder help your son? I was forced to do this by Kissa Jahari. He's kidnapped my boy, Ardik. He said if I accused Martio, he would return my son to me. Now he's gone back on that word. Says he'll keep my son to guarantee my silence. I fear the worst, because there is no intention of ever returning my son. Treachery, Kissa Jahari must face the wrath of justice. Yep, the mince-screw. No, Kissa must not be harmed, I beg you. He's the only one who knows where my son is. So what would you have me do? Letting Kissa get away is not something... Yeah, letting Kissa get away with this is not going to get your son back, Countess. I don't know what to do. wish Martio to be free. I wish Kissa to be punished. But most of all, I just wish my son was safe by my side. Poor Martio, he is alone in the world, as Minsk was before Boo found him. Yes, Boo, you are right. As heroes, we must befriend the friendless. We must help the helpless. We must de-accuse the accused. Well, you get the idea. I have little to reward you with, but perhaps you go to Kissa's home and speak with him. Maybe somehow you can convince him to release my son. Is there anything else you can tell me? Nothing else I can tell you. Please, go to Kissa's home and speak with him.
Yep.
Oh,
You betcha.
that's our next heading.
Okay.
There's a cat attacking a deer? Somewhere on this map? Okay, there you are.
Hello. Sure thing.
Let's just poke around your house first before I speak to you. I will take your gold. Ooh,
Something
lock
else?
things.
No problem at all.
What's up?
Time to move?
Well done, Imoen.
You can count on me.
Finding that.
Uh-huh. Can do.
Gold. A potion of mind focusing. See, those are the sort of potions I was looking for. To get our 9th level spells increased. Now we have that ion stone. And now we have a potion case. We can pick up stuff like that. Oh, wonderful.
Yep, this way then.
We could just head downstairs without ever speaking to him.
Need something? No problem.
That is tempting.
What you gotcha?
Okay, traps. Okay, revealing some of this stuff is actually accessible. I would probably have never tried to click on the candlestick.
Hi. Consider it done.
That's an amulet, char gems, and just some jewelry, Linus, Ephraim, and Garnet. I mean, I guess I'll take those. I don't know why I'm taking some gems, but not others.
Nick, good to go?
Yep. Hello. You betcha.
Let's see, over to here.
Ready and willing, just like old times. Well, except for the torture and all.
Anything in here locked? Not looking like it, just some
What's
bookcases.
up? Okay.
Yep, history.
Uh-huh. Sure thing. Need something?
Now, good sir, Kissa, I will be speaking to you after examining your basement. There's a man
Hi.
here.
Can do.
There's a couple of men here. What you been eating? Gold coins and burning hand scrolls.
Saradush.
Good evil
Yep.
laugh, Saradush.
Hello. No problem.
Something on your mind?
You got business, but go upstairs and talk to Kissa. There's nothing to see down here. You know, what are you doing down here in Kissa's basement? What are we doing here? Standing guard. What does it look like? Oh, you can't be very good at your job, not if Kissa's stuck you down here. Look, Kissa gives the orders, we just follow them. He wants us in the basement, so that's where we go. Get it? Go upstairs. He doesn't want people snooping around down here.
Something on your mind?
But this place is empty. There's nothing to guard.
What's up?
Fair
Consider
enough,
it
they're
done.
not immediately challenging us, so I guess we will go upstairs and speak to Kissa.
Yep.
Interlopers in my abode? Perhaps you have mistaken this edifice for an establishment of commerce. I assure you, you are mistaken.
If you vacate the premises forthwith, I shall exonerate you for the transgression of your intrusion. I have some questions for you, Kisser. I am at a distinct disadvantage. With the privilege of knowing my appellation, yet your own moniker remains something of an enigma. Oh, never mind my name. I have a few questions about Martio. A sorrowing circumstance, to be sure. Who would have conjectured that Martio was a traitor? Save it, Kisser. Countess Intel told me you kidnapped Ardic. No, we're not implicating her. I think you're involved in this somehow, Kisser. I know you're involved, Kisser. I just want a piece of the action. Your accusations are completely unfounded and without merit. Captain Salmond has found Martio to be the sole culpable perpetrator.
Conversation with you is an exercise in futility and an inconvenience I have no need of. I refuse to participate further in this implied denigration of my reputation.
Denigration of my reputation. Good rhyming. Anyway, save it, Kisser. Countess Santel told me you kidnapped her son. So the Countess has violated her covenant of discretion. Before you vault to spurious conclusions, however, I suggest you hear my exegesis of the extenuating circumstances, child of Baal. Your visage registers surprise. You should presume I did not know both your identity and ancestry long before you stumbled into my dwelling. I present you with an offer, Baalspawn. I admit my culpability in Ardic's abduction, yet this does not implicate me in the betrayal of Saradush. Ardic did indeed see me near the gates, but I was not the guilty party. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Go on. The real traitor is a wizard named Erard. He poses as a stalwart defender of Saradush, yet in truth, he's a seditious prevaricator, or first one is words I stumbled over, damn. The mind of that mage is convoluted beyond comprehension. If this is true, why didn't you tell this to Captain Simond? No one would believe my account, not without substantial proof. Captain Simond is driven by a perverse desire to ruin me, and he was willing to convict me based on Ardic's speculative testimony. I was compelled to subdue my own liberty that I could pursue my investigations against the sorcerer and uncover the evidence that will implicate the renegade mage. But why did you frame Martio? Could not let Erard know where I suspected of his involvement, or the wizard would destroy the evidence I need to procure. The only other people in the vicinity were Ardic and Martio. I had to kidnap Ardic, use him to converse his mother to point the finger of blame at Martio. Only in this way could I keep myself from prison without alerting Erard of my intent to expose him. A far-fetched tale, but how do I know you're telling the truth? The eternal curse of the successful merchant. People see my affluence and are instantly predisposed to doubt me. I've no proof to offer this time, but I do hold one card yet. If harm befalls me, I guarantee Ardic will never be found alive. If you continue to aid the Countess, you will help me exonerate myself. I assume you want me to find evidence implicating Erard. Alas, such an elementary resolution is not possible. While Erard lives, he's able to obfuscate, why is that the word I stumbled on? Investigation into his own actions. Only his demise will allow me to clear my own name. For me to kill the wizard Erard? Regrettably, yes. I cannot attempt such an endeavor myself. You might prevail where I could falter. Not for me. Consider how this will benefit Ardic, the Countess, and even Saradush itself. Do we now have a full understanding of the situation? May I rely on your absolute cooperation in this matter? What's to stop me from telling Captain Salmon what I know? Without some proof, no one will believe your tale. It will be extremely detrimental to the health of Ardic. And what's to stop me just from killing you right now? You might make the attempt. My death will not bring gain to anyone involved. It's just you save your violent impulses for other individuals. Erard comes readily to mind. Boo does not trust this kisser, Wren. See how his nose twitches? Something smells about this. It's not the stinky clouds from Boo's furry backside. Return only once your task is done. Until then, nothing further to discuss. So, I think I am in agreement with Boo's nose. So we have a couple of things to do here. Firstly,
Need something?
anything different to say to me now, friend?
You betcha.
Aw, that don't work.
What is it?
Nah, can't get any more information from him. Okay, next thing to try is pickpocketing.
I'll take that off your hands.
Potions of extra healing. Decent enough, I suppose. Saravok.
Hi. Okay.
Failed. And I
Hi.
will reload that. I don't know,
Okay.
wanting to aggro after
Okay.
he dominates, or however you would verb that.
I'll take that off your hands.
Potions of invisibility. Potentially useful.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Eventually,
Okay.
we will succeed again.
Okay.
Okay, yep. Targets no items can be stolen by a cut purse of your skill.
Hi. Sure thing. Can do.
So let's head back down to this basement for the
We
moment.
are all heroes.
You and Boo and I, hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
Gotcha.
If I just open that door, does anything
Yep.
happen?
No problem.
Not
If you start
immediately.
running, you might just make
I mean,
it
I
home
guess I'll be
alive.
going then. I'll be going through here. Okay, so there's something behind this wall. Yeah, hidden door.
What do you want? Good to go.
Does not have a conventional lock. Okay. You found a small hidden switch behind a trap. Disarm that first.
Yes, I fear nothing.
Everyone pile into this room so we can close the door behind us. To the dragon.
Nature's servant away. It is done.
Cool.
Name it.
In when
Right
you get
you are.
that.
Hello. Consider it done.
Ready and willing. All right, all right.
There we go. You hear this. You flick the switch, hear the muffled turning of gears. Now can we open that? No? Oh, what did that switch do then? Maybe something upstairs.
What's up? Yep.
Something to do with the other fireplaces, maybe? Oh, he's aggressive now.
You betcha.
I mean, I don't particularly want to kill him.
What is it?
We'll just throw you in a room and then shut
Something
the
up?
door
No
behind
problem
you.
at all.
What?
No, stay out. No,
Everyone, you
lock,
can count
shut
on
the
me?
door. There we go.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Cool. Now, I don't know what that which did, not immediately.
You must gather your party before
So I guess we'll just
venturing.
keep wandering
thing.
around for the moment. Head back to the Countess, see if she has any new dialogue relating to this.
Need something? Can do.
Yeah. Guess we'll return Ardict if I kill the Rizza Arad. No, you must do no much such thing. Arad is a good man. Only his intervention spared me and my son from Gromnir's wrath when he had my husband banished. Only Arad's magic protects Saradush right now. The wizard is slain, the city is as good as doomed. Oh, is there no hope? What do you suggest I do, Countess? No, this cannot be. You, please go speak to the wizard Arad. You'll find him manning the walls of the town. Maybe he knows a way to yet save my son.
Hi. No problem.
Okay,
Consider
go
it
speak
done.
to Arad up on the walls. Haven't actually had the chance to go up here yet. Yeah, there is just a deer running around the city.
Yep, yep, yep.
Why is there a deer running around the city? Apparently it has nothing to say to me. Must defend the walls of Saradush. I cannot be bothered by idle chatter. Ezerard. People shooting on a fire giant over the river, apparently.
I have things to do. One not being sitting on me double talking to you.
The defense of the walls of Saradush demands all my attentions. Cannot spare the time to speak to you. I've come from the Countess and must speak to you about Ardic, her son. Oops. I did not mean to double-click there. My mouse went a bit weird. I sympathize with the noblewoman's grief, yet there's little I can do to ease her suffering. Her son is dead. Okay, that seems a reasonable response we gave. No, Ardic is being held captive by Kissa Jahiri. Kissa Jahiri? Why would he do such a thing? I mean, he claims you betrayed Saradush by allowing the enemy into the city. Impossible. Everyone knows Martio is the traitor. Ardic was a witness. He caught him red-handed, or so I hear. Martio is just the fall guy. I think Kissa is the real traitor. The word of a bowl spawn counts for little here in Saradush. For the safety of the city, I must investigate the truth of your accusations. You must find Ardic. As I've been trying to tell you, Kissa swears will never reveal Ardic's location until you are dead. Oh no. Yeah, he's sworn never to reveal the location where you live. Now they know Ardic lives and that Kissa is involved in his disappearance, I may be able to use my powers of magical divination to reveal where Ardic is being held. Alas, I'll not be able to do much more than that. As urgent as Ardic's testimony is in discovering a traitor in our midst, I cannot leave my place on the wall for more than a few minutes. Show me where Ardic is, and I shall take care of the rest. Hold, my enchantment begins. My spell is complete. Ardic yet lives, as you've claimed. This is most strange. All signs point to the home of Kissa Jahiri. Suggest to investigate his home more thoroughly. It is there you will find the son of the Countess. Yeah, and you're not coming with me, because you need to stay and defend the walls against the magics of our enemies. Find Ardic.
Hello, you betcha.
Okay, regather, back to Kissa's home. See if I can figure out what that switch did finally.
Smell? Ugh, never mind. Don't want to know.
Gather up, folks. Roots of the cheetah people are stuck behind Minsk.
You must gather your party
before venturing forth.
Okay.
You must gather your
party before venturing forth. Yeah, because Jahir is now downstairs, down here.
Sure thing.
He's moved.
What is it?
Ren, for endeavoring to divulge my machinations, I shall repay you with the gruesome demise of both Ardic and yourself. I don't think you quite know who you're getting to fight to. Okay, so fighters coming through that hidden door in the back now. Thief chugging invisibility potions.
With vengeance.
Healing, quickly.
Oh, big hit on Saradush there. Got him, finally.
What's up?
Ah, another hidden switch over here.
Yep, this way then.
Click the switch, hear the muffled turning of gears. Wonder what these switches are doing.
This is hardly
Like,
what I
how is this
expected.
map
If this
laid
continues,
out?
I see little point in my remaining with your group.
Yeah, I know
poor
you're
match.
unhappy, Saradush. Yeah, it looks like this is the only way to proceed. And the walkway on the map doesn't indicate any other obvious
Can
hidden
do.
walls. Luckily, some of those soldiers
something?
opened
No
the way
problem.
for us. What equipment do we have here? Potions invisibility. The secret jail door key. As crooked and twisted as the man you got it from. Did you hear it? You're carrying that for now. What are you? Shakti. Small figurine depicting an Eastern-style warrior with 2 small swords. Not usable by fighters. By invoking the figurine, the user temporarily transforms himself into a blue armored warrior holding a magical short sword. Transform once per day, set your AC to -5, and user is hasted can attack twice per round with a +4 short sword, as if possessing 2 proficiency slots. Potentially interesting. Don't know if I'd really make much use of that though. Like, my mages, I tend to like doing mage stuff and hurling spells. I mean, you're already using a +4 sling. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be much of a benefit to any of us. Still a curious item. Otherwise, we have, I mean, various daggers and pieces of equipment. We'll just see what weapons they're
I'm out of
wielding. We can
pockets.
sell some of this.
Sorry.
Nothing else. +2, +3. We'll take the +3s for selling. +2, +2, +1. And that was a lie. We'll take these +2s as well. Armor. Leather armor, short sword. And I'll grab those potions. I have a few potions of invisibility now, so I don't feel the need to pick those ones up. Yep, you're all whatever. Saravok, more potions for you.
Hi. Consider it done.
Okay, what did you do? You just jumped around, so I take it you, yep, misled.
You point, I punch.
Try and see invisibility, Minsk. There we go.
Yep.
Keep stabbing her.
Great!
Blast it. That's not gonna work.
Cool. We're hitting her spell failure, and she misleads again.
Hello.
Okay, you cast Detect Invisibility this time. Did we actually get her? I think we might have actually got her in the midst of all that. Seems like it. Oh, there's Arctic over there.
Yep.
Something on your mind?
And so the foul traitor dies. Thank you on behalf of all the citizens of Saradush. Much I must do. I cannot stay. Thank you once again.
This is hardly what I expected. If this continues, I see little point in my remaining with your group. We are a poor match.
Oh, stop griping, Saravok. I'm getting you XP, aren't I? An odd layout here, this long tunnel leading around the edges. And it lets someone kind of like spy on the interior from out here. It's not really like I'd expect finding that. I'd have thought I would have
you
stuck in
betcha.
a cell of some sort. Rather than just in these passages.
Need something? Okay.
Ren, you're the wrong side of the wall. And yes, I did notice we can interact there. Potion of Master Thievery. And a Potion of Perception. And sure, we have the potion pouch now. I can take stuff like this.
Hi.
Oh, huzzah.
Sure thing.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Can do.
And now, yep, Saradush under siege. Nope, wrong one. Betrayal at the gates. That was what I'm looking for. Mr. Here is dead. Ardix is 3. My testimony will exonerate Martio. Countess will likely give me a nice reward for my efforts.
Yep, no
The
problem.
journal's closed that quest, but I still need to follow up on the people involved.
Hello. Consider it done.
I thank you for saving my son. Wish I could offer you more of a reward. This is all I have. 2,000 gold and some XP is plenty.
What's up? Yep. You betcha.
And if I head up to the cells, is Martio now out and free?
You must gather your party
Before venturing forth.
You must gather your
The party before venturing forth.
Okay.
The deer is in here? Now, why is there a deer just running around the city?
Sure thing.
Something on your mind?
What do you want?
Need something? Can do. Hi. No problem.
No sign of him in here. Speak to the jailer.
If you start running, you might just make it home alive.
Yep. Consider it done.
Oh, looks like that quest is resolved.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
You betcha.
Let's see. Anything else? Were the elves still up here? Yes, they are. I can
Hello.
report to them about the temple.
Okay.
Greetings, adventure.
There's nowhere to stay. Please help us. This Teferiel of the temple has agreed to give you refuge, elves. Can this be true? The sisters' charity knows no bounds. Thank you, my lord. Really kind and gracious to go to such lengths to help us. Quickly, my friends, just go to the temple.
This is hardly what I expected. If this continues, I see little point in my remaining with your group. We are a poor match.
Well, I think we're up to 19 reputation now, and Sarevok has still not left us.
What's up?
And I do think, just looking around, yeah, we could poke our head into Gromnir's barracks once again. But other than that, this building is just labeled prison. Like, that is the, yeah, that's your prison we go through. There's no other way to get in there. So I think going for the sewers is pretty much the last thing we have left. We'll go rest up, get our spells back, try and get some more health.
Can do. Uh-huh.
And then down to fight some
No
vampires
problem.
we go.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Yeah, I can sell you those couple of short swords and daggers I picked up. Get a little bit more coin. Some melodic chain. We can almost certainly sell too, but whatever, as per usual. Quick sleep in a merchant room. Enjoy the floor rat. I might sleep again just to get some more
Need
health.
something? Consider it done.
I gotta stop
Peasant
dipping
room this
into my
time.
own ale.
Not spoil ourselves too much. There we go. Full health on everyone. We cast,
Hi.
get our buffs up. And then onwards we head.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, the door is down there.
You betcha.
Let's see what awaits us. Was there anything down on the docks? I did not go all the way down.
Loser, loser, loser.
Does not really look like it. Yep, so I've already cleared a few vampires out of here. We did, however,
Name, gotcha.
encounter some locked doors, and that
Hello.
still has
Okay.
surprises behind them.
Swords! Where Minsk goes, evil
Saradush
stands
so
Ready and
aside.
willing. Good to go.
What's up? Sure thing.
Oh, are those +3 bullets? Yes, they are. Excellent. Magical currents are embedded inside this little bullet so that it seems a little more balanced and lighter as it jumps towards an opponent. Nira, I guess those are clogging up your inventory now. We are well out of the range of using +1 bullets. We'll just keep those +3s.
Uh-huh. Can do.
Something up? Just like old times. Well, except for the torture.
Does not have a conventional lock. Okay. How about this hidden door? We can lockpick
Need
that
something?
one. Yeah, and then they'll loop round to here. Cool. Curious about that cell we can't get into.
No problem.
You see a ghostly apparition of an emaciated old man wearing tattered rags. He tries to speak, but no words come out. With a look of sorrow in his eyes, he clutches his temples as if in agony, then vanishes. Interesting.
Hi. Consider it done.
I
Cannot
agree.
get
I
through
am
this
willing.
door.
Yep.
Okay, another
Hello.
door
You
here.
betcha.
Can we interact this inventory from the outside? No, we cannot. Okay, if we open that, there is a vampire behind it.
Die!
Another fledgling vampire appeared.
Yes. What's up? Okay.
Now, Ren is immune to level drain, so they're the correct person to take point
Sure
against
thing.
all this stuff. Once again, the ghostly apparition of an old beggar manifests itself before you. He traces his spectral fingers around his neck, as if trying to pantomime putting on a necklace. He points to the doors of the nearby cell, then vanishes once more. Attempted to dominate,
Presume.
not meeting with success though, luckily.
Minsk and jump on. We are all heroes. You and Boo and I. Hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
Need some? Can do.
Corner of the room is a shallow grave which has been defiled. Within is a human skeleton, although the skull is missing. Okay, so we need to find the man's skull and then bring it back here. A rusted amulet. I accidentally tapped the microphone. This tarnished trinket is of little value. Inscribed on the back are the words, "My love, I implore you to keep this pendant near you forever, even unto death and beyond." We'll need to do something with the necklace. Jahira, you can carry it for now.
Time to move? Right you are.
Imran, can you get me through this hidden door? This appears to have been a secret entrance at some point. Long since been sealed. Yes, can you unlock it? No.
Hi. No problem.
Oh, I'll show you a fight.
Good, quick kill. That's where the fledgling vampire came from. They're disguised as bats. Okay, then we need to head through another secret passage. Layout in this place is complicated. Baldur. What? A child of Baal here? Damn the wretches for their lustful hearts. They are warned to stay away from the blood of gods, no matter how sweet. Well, I guess I'm just irresistible. You're a powerful one of your kind. I can smell the murder in your heart. You shall never let us live, I would think. Come then, my children. We die this night, once and forever. throwing ourselves on the merciless blade that is this godling. And if that's what you've decided you want to do this,
Yep. Ah!
yeah, all chopped, nice and easy.
Consider
They
it
give
done.
good XP for how weak they are, these things.
All right, all right.
Lockpick failed. On Imowen, your open locks is 120. I legitimately did not think it could go over 100, the difficulty. Oh. Okay, so we still need to get through
Hello.
a few things.
I go.
Still the matter of the ghost down here that needs resolving. Still the matter of this door. I can't do anything with the necklace we're now carrying.
What's up?
I am ready, as I would have done.
Do I see anything obvious? I don't think I clicked on that barrel, but I don't think that's going to be the answer to my problems. Never mind, it is. There's the skull. The skull is chipped and scratched, its surface scored with numerous tooth marks. Thank you very much, Reveal Details button. So if we put the skull in there, no. How to return the skull? Was it on this one? I mean, there should be a skeleton in here in a shallow grave, like we were told. And then I need to reunite the stuff. Ah, yes. Put both the necklace and the skull. The spirit of the long-forgotten prisoner materializes beside his defiled gravesite. He points at the once blessed ground with imploring eyes before vanishing once more. If you have some elven holy water, you could sanctify the defiled grave. I do. Thank you for spelling that out for me, game. There we go. Yeah, the one left from the main story that was never used. You sprinkle a few drops of elven holy water on the grave. The spirit appears once more, though its expression is now one of peace rather than anguish. Emotions that want you to follow it. And that gets me through that door. Good XP for everyone on that. There was a vampire in that room. Did a dragon please leave? Yeah, and it looks like that used the elven holy water.
Uh-huh. Yep, yep, yep.
What's in here? An ion stone. The bronze ion stone. The powerful enchantments on this ion stone make it a treasure eagerly sought after by wizards. Allows you to memorize this extra 7th level wizard spell. Not usable by Cloud Druid. Is usable by Bard? This probably will not work, but yeah, it does not let a Bard memorize a level 7 spell. But I'll just check that just in case. I do like Ren's current Iron Stone though. Okay, so you both have an Iron Stone at the moment. You have a +1 armor class. You have regeneration. I could probably afford to drop either of those in favor of level 7th spell, so who do I want to have this? I mean, Imowen's just a lot shorter on spells than you are, Nira, so it probably goes to Imowen. A second Finger of Death could be useful to hold. So that goes to Imoen. We swap that. Remember to actually get her to memorize that spell. And now, question is for Nero. Would I rather have the Dusty Rose for the armor class or the Pearly White for HP? Honestly, I think I might prefer to have the HP regen, because most things I'll be hitting on the backline are like big AoE effects and similar, which the AC will not help for. Yep, so we leave our setup like that.
Need something?
And now to the other end of the sewers. Wait for the pseudo dragon to catch up.
We are all heroes.
You and Boo and I.
Hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
As Major hug.
Hi, you betcha.
As always, the pleasure is mine.
I see I'm not the only child of Baal who's seeking an escape from Gromnir's madness. Oh, when you talk about a friend. And if you disapprove of Gromnir's actions, why are you here? And let's just ask, what are you talking about? Get her in her own words. Well, since you're sulking around in the nether region of this castle, I have to assume you're seeking to escape this place. As am I. Actually, I'm trying to find a way in. You might want to rethink that. Gromnir's mad. He's randomly executing anyone he thinks might be a traitor. Most of the Ballspawn just go along with his wild accusations, trying to avoid drawing attention to themselves. And I can't stand it anymore. Now I understand when you're trying to escape. Executing innocent people just isn't right. How long till Gromnir points his finger at me? I want to get as far from that madman as possible. Can you give me any advice on how to get inside to see him? There's a host of patrols just down this corridor. They're guarding some prisoners Gromnir plans to execute. If you're careful, you could sneak past them and into the castle. Watch out. There's traps and alarms all over the place. Most of them are so sensitive they go off if you even get close to them. Keep a wide berth if you know what's good for you. Of course, I think you're mad if you want to get in to see Gromnir. I'd recommend you turn back and get out of here, like me.
Show me. I fear nothing.
Okay, so traps and patrols, prisoners about to be executed. I might want to try and free them rather than just avoid the guards.
Okay.
Keeping them prisoner. No sign of anyone yet. Yep. Here come some people. Wow, and there was a hidden thief there, apparently. Oh, they saved versus the hold. Yep, lots of damage from the thieves.
What you want? No problem at all.
Hello. Sure thing.
Die!
With vengeance.
Luckily we're getting through these guys. Even if Saradush is taking some damage from that thief, getting the big backstabbing on him, he has enough health. Mint, stop taking damage. Fighter takes 200 damage from Saradush. Saradush, what did you do?
I await your command.
Wild.
Every hamster has his day. Live by the sword. Live a good long time.
Minsk, stop taking damage every 5 seconds, please.
That's it?
Yeah, I was not expecting this much of a big fight immediately going in, so I kind of stuffed this up a wee bit. Got a haste down at least. Minsk is still taking damage. I might just reload this. We're kind of getting through it all. Yeah, it took a lot of damage, but chopped through them eventually.
Uh-huh.
It's a pretty
Can do.
standard fight. They just hit hard.
Name it. You can count on me.
Is that just like a floor trap or something? Looks like it.
Need something?
So, what are we looking at? Visibility potions. These will just be more of the generic enchanted equipment we've been seeing. Yep. +2s. Oh, just +1 long swords. Icky.
Armored, sharpened, and raring
You guys
to go.
can drink some potions and then replenish the potions from just the ones lying on the ground here.
Yes?
Bit annoying if you pick them up and they
What
can
do
sack
you
the quick
wish?
items, they do not do so immediately. Another potion of invulnerability. Oil of speed as well. Oil of speed is for Minsk.
Saravok stands ready.
Yep.
Grab both of those and that's, yeah, everything worth identifying here.
Hello. No problem.
More traps.
Ready and willing. This way then?
These traps are kind of weird. They're very small and odd corners, so they'll be difficult to actually walk across. We're told they'd activate if we went near them, but I have not seen them do so yet. This is my chance. Thank you for releasing me. And I'm pretty sure that takes my reputation, yep, up to 20, and Saravok is still with us. That is
I
good.
sense great evil. Fabled treasure, terrible danger. Probably some spiders.
What's going on here? Anyone, why are you casting? A mage somewhere had all of their spells stripped. Okay, I think there might be a mage just up here that we were just on the far edge of seeing. So they find a bunch of stuff. In the meantime, let's just
What's up?
ignore them for a
Consider it
moment
done.
and head round the other way. Haste wore off.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Oops, no, do not go through there. We appear to be accompanied by an ogre berserker.
Something up?
I missed when that started.
Gotcha.
Yep, a thief appeared. Sorry, friend, you've got a date down under. Nira.
Ready for anything? Fine.
Yep, still trying to kill Nira. Hopefully they do not succeed. Oh, someone appeared behind us. Another fighter.
Need something?
Okay, so that's the thief down. Everyone, attack them.
Whoops. Hi.
And if we're all focusing them, they do not survive for very long. Ooh, you're dropping some good potions. Potions of superior healing and whatnot. Along with potion of storm giant strength. And might as well keep drinking some potions.
I have had to drop what you gave me. Boo says, what?
And your inventory is full now, Minsk, which makes organizing your inventory a bit difficult.
You betcha.
Anyway, so, Binke, what's your deal?
Oh, I'm so
Binke grovels before your kindness. Thank you for my freedom. Just some more reputation. Cannot save at this time. Was because Vinko is trying to leave? No, I just cannot save at this time.
Time to move? Good to go.
Hello. Okay.
That door is locked.
Yep, right you are.
You go... Oh, we can pick that lock. We reckon it's trapped as well.
What's up? Sure
Does
thing.
not seem like it immediately.
You points stand back for justice!
Can do.
Okay, Elite Orog, Elite Orcs. Just a few enemies. Nothing too fancy, it looks
something?
like.
Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Yeah!
Creature and feed the earth!
Yeah, these guys are really not a problem.
Die!
Barely give any XP.
Hi. No problem. Yep.
Your axes, anything interesting? +1 axes. Okay, some of these chests we can interact with.
What do you want? Alright, alright.
Come on, you'll let me know if they're trapped, won't you?
We are all heroes. You and Boo
Apparently
and
that one
I,
is at least.
hamsters and rangers everywhere.
Hello. Consider it done.
Rejoice!
A wand. Unenchanted arrows. Wand of lightning. 5 charges. Ew. Unenchanted crossbow bolts. Still haven't seen a trap on that one. Arrows, frost arrows and acid arrows. I don't really have a handy stack for any of those to go in. No, I do not.
What's up? Yep.
You. Flar's Scabbard. This scabbard is the companion to Flar's enchanted blade, Fobane. Like the sword, is ruined to have been lost when Mithranor fell. That's probably a crafting item. Just stick that in the bag of holding for the moment. Secret gel door key. I don't think we need that anymore, so that can also just go in the bag of holding.
You betcha.
And so I believe there is a mage
Swords!
standing just the other side of this door.
Run,
So
Boo,
be it.
run!
Speak your mind. I thought as much.
Ren, you
Yes,
do probably
I
want to take
fear
point rather than be
Need
at the back.
something?
Mince
Gonna
make
shuffle
way,
people a little
Billy.
bit.
Hero coming through.
Name it, right as rain.
Happy to help, sure.
Oh, quick save.
Yep.
Open this door, see
Sure
what
thing.
happens. It's locked.
Ready and willing.
Imoen,
No problem.
unlock
at all.
the door.
Hello.
Okay, now.
Can do.
There she is.
What's up?
Feel the backhand of justice.
Good hit, Imoen. Casting failure. We're on top of her now. Everyone keeps casting bloody mislead. Prove mantle, spell turning. What is you all have so many contingencies equipped? Do I still have sea invisibilities left?
Nature's
Probably
servant
burnt through
awaits.
most of them, I think.
Something up?
Yeah,
I'm ready.
I could glitter dust. Sure, glitter dust that location. There we go. Oh, blinded them too. Ah, got the kill.
Need something? No problem. Hi. Consider it done.
You are also free, oh prisoner. Oh, that should be the lot. Yep.
Yep.
And so now we need to choose whether to go left or right. No real indications
Hello.
one way or the
You
other.
betcha.
Am I looking right? See anything through the door?
Time
No.
to move? You can count on me.
Anyone see any traps?
A moment, Imoen, if you don't mind.
I suppose, Jahira. What is it you want?
Fully voiced. But not fully voiced. Jinxed it. Well, that's just it, isn't it? Being so formal to me, so distant. Is there something wrong? I'm not... Well, Actually, I've been a little nervous around you because of, well, because of my association with the Harpers. I thought so. Ren has suffered at the hand of many groups because of his lineage, and now that you share it. I don't mean to be a stranger, but people see me differently now. I just know. Let them see you however they wish. What can you do but just be yourself? I know these are only words, but you will be fine. I know. Thanks, though. That is nice.
What's up?
Yep, this way then.
No traps in here, Moen? Oh, hidden doorway. Basic bullets. Nothing we need in there. The rank stench of a sewer assails your nostrils as you open the door.
Okay.
Okay, I think that might be the way forwards. See what's through this door. Enemies. Nothing fancy.
Oh, did everyone see that? Boy, I'm good.
Chop, 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 chop through them. Cannot stand against us. Bit of a waste of a command core there, but never mind.
So much fun.
Yeah, looks like a torch chamber. What's through the next door? More of these lads.
Oh, did everyone see that? Boy, I'm good.
Next time.
Concentration with vengeance.
Shira lost whatever spell she was trying to cast.
Can do.
It's nice just having these easy slapfest fights after messing around so much with fights involving mages and priests and all sorts of nonsense. Some big old thugs with weapons and chainmail who walk up to you and try and punch you repeatedly. Quite refreshing. Yep, nothing else in here besides the table. Enchanted crossbow bolts. Saradush might actually be able to make use of those. You have bolts +1, bolts of biting, and bolts +2 at the moment. Can you identify these on your own? No, you cannot. You need Ren to do it for you. Bolts of lightning and bolt +2. Yep, so those all stack. And then these hit real hard. 1d8 +44. So those can just replace the +1s. I'll leave on using the +2s for default, but your sword
What's up?
as your actual default.
Consider it done.
What's up here? Where the bloody hell are we? Ilkhan Soldier. Ilkhan Battle Mage. Ilkhan Soldier. Ilkhan Soldier. Ilkhan Soldier. I'm starting to think this is not actually the way that was not the way forward. Yep, we lured one down this way. Yeah, we'll go examine the sewer entrance first.
Need something?
I await your need.
Shira, you can carry some more of these.
Hi.
Ren, you check out what that spear is. +3 spear. Not much. Worth more than that short sword, almost definitely.
Yep. You betcha.
Okay, so I was behind this hidden doorway. To the castle basement.
Okay.
Apparently this... Ah, if we'd approached via the sewers rather than through the jail, this would have been how we gotten, yeah, to that point. I am kind of curious about the sewers though, so we will explore through here first.
Good to go.
Locked. Unlocked. Umber Hulks. Please do not confuse her. Well done.
Hello.
Victory? Unclear. Destruction? Certain.
Den of
Ready and willing, right you are.
stinking evil. Cover your
What's
nose.
up?
Devil
We
Shade.
will leave
That's
no
a new type of
crevice
shadow, I think.
untouched.
A several single level drained bugger. Yeah, we're going to need to go to the temple after this anyway.
With vengeance!
Wow, that's a lot of them.
Yes.
Pseudo Dragon, you might be in
I am
danger.
ready as you would have it.
Oh dear. Not good.
Yes?
Mages, I think we might need some of the big spells.
Something up?
See, do you have... You do not have Happy Dozim's Hold Wilting? No, you do. You have one charge there. Pseudo Dragon, try and sneak through. Not working, not working. Oh, not working. There is a Dwarven Sapper. The Pseudo Dragon is going to die. We're going to need to reload. Yep, there we go.
Hi. Okay.
Take two.
You must gather your party before
Sure thing.
venturing forth.
Pseudo Dragon in the back corner, please, rather than out the front.
Nature, it is done.
Yep. Can do.
Yes, I fear nothing.
You point where Minsk goes, evil stands
That's
aside.
it?
Yep, gotcha.
See the hidden wall. Down the hidden wall. Oh, they're right on top of me this time. And aggressively level draining Imowen. You're allowed to attack other people, you know. Belvok has just critically missed twice. Why are there so many all of a sudden?
Die!
Let's see, do I want to throw a spell out of some sort?
What do you want?
Yeah, so Imran has lost a bunch of her spells, which
Ready
is a
for anything?
shame.
Fine.
Try and polymorph that Umber Hulk. Did you wild surge that? Yes, you summoned the cow. And I suppose that inflicted damage. And this time you did not do it in a major population center.
Swords, not words.
Happy to help.
Okay, more of them
Try to help
incoming.
anyway.
Let's get Chaos Sphere ready.
Name good to go?
Sure, you can throw Chain Lightning down.
Minsk and Booze
Die!
More of them appearing. They're just gonna be crawling out of the corners.
Whoops.
Wonder if they can go invisible, maybe?
Die!
Seems to be a mixture of weak ones and stronger ones. We're getting variable XP amounts from them.
Hello. No problem.
Okay, the Sapper.
Hey, Smack.
All throwing like explosive charges of some sort at us. And just keep pressuring, we'll no longer be under attack at some point.
Feel!
That's not right.
Saravok is currently encumbered. Bad things have happened to him. No, Saravok, you are not encumbered. What are you complaining about?
What's up?
Studded leather armor and some arrows. +1 arrows. +2, +2.
Uh-huh.
Flog that. Check the bow. +1 composite longbow.
Need something? Hi, consider it done.
We'll just keep pressing through here as far as we can. Oh, there are so many enemies. Oh, Saravok is getting hammered by that orc archer.
With vengeance! Oh, did everyone see that? Boy, I'm good.
Yes!
Every hamster has his day.
Taste my steel! Whoops.
Yep, keep chopping. Brent, go get on top of that guy.
Whoops.
There we go. Saravok just did the 200 damage thing again. He has to have some sort of ability.
Saradush stands ready.
What lets him do that? Haven't read his biography yet. When asked about his past, Saravok has little to add beyond that which you already know. Grew up as a homeless urchin in the streets and was adopted by his foster father into the Iron Throne. Studied the art of intimidation, the cruelest and most brutal styles of combat, in order to become a deathbringer that could paralyze an opponent in melee through fear alone, as well as sometimes killing the most powerful of opponents in a single massive blow. Okay, it's mentioning his ability right there. Saravok had an ambition that did not die even when his body died, as you well now know. Saravok keeps mostly to himself, but at odd moments and seems staring in your direction, face an emotionless mask. Part of you wonders if your brutal half-brother ponders what might have been. And it's not listed under abilities, skills. Yeah, I guess Saravok will just sometimes do stuff.
Hello. Yep.
More enemies. That is a mage. The Yagashura mages, what are you picking up with? Protection from fire, fire shield, global invulnerability. That is not too threatening. You guys, go slap him around. An orc archer is currently making ineffective attacks on Ren. That is nice.
Next time.
I'm ready.
Yeah, so you guys probably want to get a spell thrust on that mage. What did you just cast? Was that? Yeah, Abby's Horrid Wilting. Weapon ineffective. There we go, now you're going down. Right up until the moment you cast another contingency on yourself.
Ready and willing.
Oh, good hit. Good hit. Got the mage down.
Taste my steel!
I'll show you a fight.
Now we go kill that archer.
Gotcha good.
Oh, did everyone see that?
Ooh.
You
Boy,
betcha.
I'm good.
Enemies are coming in thick and fast here.
Yes.
Reckon we'll want to drop this mass cure.
Need something?
The Saravok. You can drink a couple of potions. Pick up those.
Show me.
I mean, I'll grab some more enchanted stuff just to flog.
Hi. Okay.
Let's see, is there anything waiting down here to attack us? I mean, almost certainly. Not immediately, though. What is up this passage? To Saradush. Okay, so that would be the way to access here from that. Great.
Sure thing.
We're going to go get some rest. Get our levels back at
Can
you
do.
first, because that'll
No
make us
problem.
fatigued. Then we rest.
Consider it done.
Ah, the elves have arrived.
Yep. Yep, yep,
How are you
yep.
surviving, folks? Finally, we do not have to worry about the soldiers in this town. Thank you, my lord.
The fair folk rarely have
Thank you, my lord. You're truly kind and gracious to go to such lengths.
Greetings,
Finally found
adventurers.
peace. Thank you.
Greetings,
We owe you our
adventurers.
lives. Thank you from all of us. Cool, cool, cool. See your services. And what sort of things are we selling? Ah, we can buy more elven holy water if we need it. Okay, so it wasn't just reliant on us having that one left over from Shadows of Arm. Druid's Ring. Raised Dead Scrolls. Various potions. Which we are probably fine without. These are just minor mental increasing ones. With the Ironstone, we don't really need those anymore. So we shall need to Restoration. Shame you can't just, like, cast a normal Restoration on us. I mean, it would be cheaper to buy these scrolls, wouldn't it? And then use these. We'll buy 2 Restoration Scrolls. Which went on you, apparently. No idea who can and cannot use these.
I await your command.
Saravok, restore yourself. Cool. And then restore Imoen. Excellent.
Hello. You betcha.
Enough.
And
I no
now,
longer have immortal energies to sustain me. I tire.
Saravok fatigue line. Yep, and then we need to go and rest and get everyone's
up?
spells back
Okay.
and get healing and all that good stuff. And back into the sewers.
Sure thing. Uh-huh.
I have some weapons to flog to
Can
you.
do.
Sir.
I got some cheap beer
Yes,
for
I
ya.
would like to see your services. See, Saravok, you have... We need to identify this stuff before it is worth anything. +2, +1, +1. +2. There we go.
Need
now we
something?
try again.
No problem.
I gotta stop dipping into me own ale.
Here we go. Look at that. 1,200 view. Quarterstaff is barely worth anything, however. Cool, cool, cool. And this two-handed sword +3. That's the weapon you started with, but it is just a generic blade. We can sell this. Hopefully. Short sword. Dagger. Spear. Dagger. Nice. Anything here I really want to flog? The Nasha is not very good. We do not want to use this. Yeah, I could get Jahira the Yamato with some of the gold we've saved up. I think we might. So, sell the Nasha. Buy this Yamato. And now that would decrease your save slightly. I never did use this Shambling Mound summon, but that is alright. What do you mean? Not usable by bloody fighter druid's bloody oath. When was my last quick save? Alright, I'll put a quick save in here and then just load up the one before that just to see. I don't want to lose that much gold, so yeah, we're going back to just our autosave.
Hi. Yep.
And now we
okay.
need to do that again.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry to waste everyone's time like that.
Sure thing.
Teem with evil and decay. Let's give it a good shake and see what falls out.
I was quite excited to get Jahira back to a one-handed weapon.
What's up? Can do.
As always, the pleasure is mine.
See your services. Get these scrolls. You know, I'm just looking at the time and I'm thinking, exploring the rest of the sewers might have to wait till next time. Don't have the longest to stream today. I can't really afford to go over, so
No problem.
I need to keep it under the 3-hour mark. I don't really want to just go a couple of minutes in without actually accomplishing much. So I'm afraid you'll probably just get the glorious sight of me doing this last bit of inventory management.
Need something?
And yes, we need to identify the stuff for sale. Warhammer, quarterstaff, composite longbow. Identify this battle axe too, please.
Hi, consider it done.
And back to the
Yep,
tavern.
yep.
Yeah, we could have gone either through the jail or through the sewers. Those were the two routes to take to get to the palace. Of course, for full completion's sake, for the XP and the loot, we shall be doing both.
Okay.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Yep, sell quarterstaff, sell composite longbow, battle axe, Saravok. You sell that stuff, along with the two-handed sword. Excellent. You. Cool. Half of your stuff is so out of date, I could probably just sell, like, the Kudane. The one extra attack per round is whatever. Sword of agility. I might just stick someone near as staff collection in the bag of holding, because I like having the full set.
Hello. Sure thing.
For now, we'll just rest some.
Into me own ale.
Merchant room. Enjoy the floor rats. And get our buffs up. But I do think anything more after this will have to be a next time sort of situation. It's been pretty fun exploring just an entirely new area without anything, you know, in the way of old side quests I need to chase up. Just every corner, new stuff, new sights to see, all that goodness. Like I said, I do think that's probably the end of the stream. Next time, I will come back and I shall be doing all that more stuff down in the sewers, poking my heads down there, and then on to the palace, fight our way through that. I'm curious if we'll get the opportunity, like, talk about this and maybe resolve it non-violently, whether it's really not shaping up that way. I'm saying it like that because I'm fairly certain we're being a little bit manipulated in all this, but you know, plot will do as the plot needs, so we'll see how that ends up working out. But in the meantime, thank you very, very much for watching, folks. Next stream will be next Thursday, continuing on, just like I said, same time, same deal, all as usual. So, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much, any potential VOD watchers out there. And for now, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.